to kick back now, the pressure's off. Shine, you make it all shine. There's an awful lot of dirt in this world. A lot of good things that cover underneath the heavy load. And if I'm feeling down under my own layer of grime, I can count on you, my friend, because every time you make it all shine, you make it all shine.
Transition. And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hello! Welcome back to Low Art Lyceum. For those who are new, I'm Ellie,
I'm Ray.
And I'm DJ.
and this is our channel where we talk about games and we play them too. And this week we're going to be continuing with PowerWash Simulator. And
Oh my
we
goodness,
are
what
at...
happened to this skate park? I'm
Oh
crushed.
gosh! Well, the park warden sent us a message. Park warden of Muckingham, a recreation ground. It seems our little town is going up in the world. Muckingham Skate Park has been chosen to host the next country championships. Ordinarily, I'd leave the Solon types to roll around on their own filth, as is their wont. But if it's getting in the papers and on TV, we can't have people seeing all that grime and funny writing. So I want you to hit it with everything you've got.
All right.
Funny writing.
Yeah.
This is
This
is
is
a
curly
mistake.
writing.
CM and FP, what characters are those, do you think?
Oh, we got a
My apostrophe. My apostrophe was messed up. Darn it.
Anyone ever explain to you what kind of compound they use for structures such as these? No.
They haven't. I guess we'll have to clean more to find out.
Yeah.
What were
hello,
those
the
other
Foo.
initials?
CMFP.
FP.
This graffiti's on there, but good.
That might be Calvin Miller and his ex-girlfriend.
That's cute.
Yeah. But there's no FP on the client list, so she remains
Maybe
a
she's
mystery.
in the next game.
I
That's
have a
fine.
really good idea for how we can get away with not cleaning this, but super raise our reputation as Muckingham with this skate park. Hang on.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm
What are
working
you
on it.
writing? I hope it's not something profane.
Maybe you should be cleaning something interesting.
Maybe I could make this profane.
Tony Hawk was here. That's good.
Alright, that's clever!
Yeah,
is clever.
yeah. Here we can make it profane.
All right, I'll go clean the strawberry bowl or the watermelon bowl, since this isn't interesting enough for you.
I'm just saying, come on.
There we go.
I
now
got
it's
it.
profane.
You want it to get done, or you want it to be interesting?
I made it profane for you.
Thank you.
I think it'll get done regardless, and
Tony Hawk.
maybe you can get the soccer
fuckers.
bowl. You
Uh,
have pretty nice power wash handwriting.
It's from all those years of not having a tablet and trying to be visual
and
art
drawing
with
with
a
your
mouse.
mouse on MS Paint, yeah. I opened Tumblr in public, speaking of profane, I opened Tumblr in public and was greeted with uncensored penis, uncensored cock and balls.
Dear.
And I was in a museum
balls.
surrounded by children, so I was like,
Not
holy
just
shit.
one or the other.
And that's a delicacy on Tumblr.
I know,
these days.
normally I would be celebrating, but today I was like, oh no. It's like the old days.
Speaking of Tumblr.com, the website, the Tumblr Sexy Man Contest annual is running right now, the 2026 edition. If you're watching this and you've not yet put in your votes and on the current bracket, and if you have a Tumblr account, put in your vote for Preminger. Premenger's coming up really close, and I don't care if you're a fan of the Magnus archives, because this is not a question of who's your favorite character. This is a question of who embodies the true essence of a Tumblr sexy man more.
And Preminger is obviously
believe-
the correct answer, yeah.
I believe in the depths of my soul that Preminger is worthy of that title.
Yeah, thank you, DJ. Thank you for the link. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The later start time was actually because
Thank
we
you,
were at the
DJ.
museum, the FOOP. We went to the Museum of Science and Industry today to meet up with some friends, some internet friends. So,
Yeah, we met the artist that we hire to draw our trains for the engines page.
yeah. And every time we walked past an engine that they had drawn for us, they were like, I drew that, and I drew that, and I drew these, and I drew that.
And I drew this U-boat.
Yep. And we had a great time, and 45 minutes ago I was falling asleep on the train because I had to rush home to get to the stream. I thought we would have a little bit more time, so it was a combination of poor planning and just not being able to rush quite as quickly as I may have once been able to in my youth.
You also thought you could listen to Barely Sociable on a train.
Yeah. My ass was snoozing.
Yeah, you gotta never underestimate the power of the tired sleepy,
Yeah.
especially when you're over 30 years old.
You know,
yeah.
it used to be that I would have a lot of trouble sleeping when I was in my teenage years. Probably until I started working regularly, I would lie awake at night for hours trying to go to sleep, and nowadays it's like I spend a few measly miles walking outside, and suddenly my ass is asleep in public.
I do think part of that is the lulling. Of
Yes, the train definitely
train.
does like help because it's like rocking you gently. Anyway, I'm glad you were able to join us. I was worried that like the late start time you might not be around, but I'm glad you're here. I invited Joe, but he hasn't responded to me, so maybe he's busy.
Busy.
I know.
busy.
I know. Who are these people, truly?
Oh, speaking of Joe indirectly, so I went back to look. Joe in one of our servers recently added tags for everybody to say kind of where they are, because that's important in trains. And
Training.
He described the Chicago and its suburbs as lesser Chicago, like as a play on greater Chicago. Which I took great offense to because I don't live in the suburbs, I live in the actual city, so like lesser Chicago, what?
Greatest
But,
Chicago.
Yeah, and I went back there and I saw that Rock Island Marxist also had given me the 100% on that.
Yeah.
Bitch, what? We live in the city. We don't live in in lesser Chicago. Thank you. So I went and changed it to Pritzker Khanate.
Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Yes. That's actually 100% better than Greatest Chicago. Pritzker Khanate is forever. Honestly.
Pritzker Khanate is great because it encompasses all of the area. It's not denigrating to anywhere. It's, you know.
And plus those
Our
memes
pride.
were fucking hysterical.
I love the Pritzker Khanate memes.
When the queen died, they were like, the state is weak, now is our time to attack, and it's Pritzker with his eyes glowing.
Gosh, we have a bit of that in Portland, like for like the greater Portland metro area. When people talk about like the metro area or like the greater Portland metro area, it involves like a lot of other like smaller towns or smaller cities that are like technically a part of like that same sort of metropolitan collection. So, you know, you've got like Beaverton and Aloha, Hillsborough, Gresham, all these other little places. But like when people were actually in Portland, they'll just call it like Portland proper.
Yeah,
Is
it's
what
just
they'll use
Portland.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, Portland.
Chicago is Chicago, generally speaking. Like, unless you live in Naperville, in which case they say they're Chicago and they're not.
Yeah.
Lion ass Naperville.
I was saying, like, I grew up in like online, I've always said I'm from Portland because, you know, you don't want to give your exact address online, right?
Yes.
But like, I grew up like adjacent to Portland. I grew up in like one of the suburbs, one of those little areas, like, you know, a little ways from Portland. But I always said I was from Portland, and people who are from Portland,
Yeah, they get
Portland
pissed,
proper
yeah.
would take they're like, you're not from Portland.
No, that would happen to me too.
Context
Yeah.
of it matters, because like when I
Kitty
lived in
paws.
Texas, I would tell people I was from Dallas because that's the only like frame of reference they have.
Uh-huh.
But really, I lived in Denton, which is not Dallas, not at all.
Not even
But, like,
remotely
if I-
Dallas.
Yeah. But if I'm talking to somebody from like Louisville or whatever, I'm not going to tell them I'm from Dallas because I'm not from Dallas, and they know the difference.
No,
But if I'm talking
like
to someone from Europe, yeah, I'm from Dallas.
I get more
Yeah,
specific,
exactly.
like the more. So I was talking with today this new person that I met who also lives in the Chicago suburbs, and DJ said the name of the township that I actually live in, and she was like kind of confused. She's like, I don't know where that is, and I said the name of the larger city that's right next to the town that I live in, and she's like, oh, I know exactly where that's at. Like you have to you have to get less, like, more specific with it. Whereas, like, you know, I'm the same as you. You know, I lived in the Chicago suburbs, so I would say I was from Chicago if I was talking to someone international. I lived in the random parts of the Midwest. There are a lot of random parts of the Midwest, to be fair. So
Yeah. No, it's actually very nice being in like Portland now, because now, you know, I can say I'm from Portland, and people don't-
you're not a
aren't,
fake
like,
Portlander.
really- yeah. I lived in there's an area called Aloha where I lived for a bit, and it's spelled like aloha,
clean?
but it's
Okay.
pronounced
Aloha,
Aloha.
yeah.
And man, though,
wait, go
nobody
back
knew
into
what
that
that
corner.
meant.
I'm sorry, what?
Go back up into that corner and look on the edge there.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just moving it out of the way so I can get the actual wall. Because it's not going to get clean until this wall is cleaned.
Ooh, park warden. I mean, how
No,
the
I know,
heck
but
do
that
you
little
make a
like gram on
slope?
the edge. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, park warden said, I mean, how the heck do you make a slope out of concrete?
It's very
I
easy.
don't know, man. He sounds like he's in Parks and Rec, like the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I think he's
Yeah.
very much that sort of archetype.
The thing is also when you're living in a place that's like very small, even for your area, like very specific, then it's a thing where like the people in the area around there would be like, oh yeah, Aloha, and then the further away from Aloha that you got, like far east side Portland, people would be like, what? Oh, and then you'd be like, oh, like right next to Beaverton, and they go, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, and then, you know, like nobody outside of the Portland area like knows what the hell Aloha is. Yeah.
You can't get too specific. It's not helpful.
Yeah. No, Aloha is very tiny. It's like squeezed between like Beaverton and Hillsborough, and they're their own town. They have their own post office, and they cling to that. And people who are from Aloha are like, I am from Aloha. I am not from Beaverton.
Yeah, very
I'm not from
hometown pride
Portland."
for what, you know?
Right? And it's
my
like
God.
it's not like a farming town or anything. It's like a little suburbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place that I live, it's called a bedroom community because nobody who lives there actually works there. There are no actual jobs in the place that I work. Everyone who lives there commutes somewhere else to their place of business.
Oh my gosh.
So that's how like small it is. It's very wealthy for this reason, but it's which makes it extremely conservative actually. It's one of the most conservative places in Illinois, despite being right outside Chicago. But it's very small, which is why even someone who lives here was like, I've never heard of that place.
Yeah. The funny thing about Aloha is that you know, I said it on one hand, you could be like, it's, yeah, the small town pride, and for what? One thing that it does have that's a very small town, Aloha has, I think, I can't remember if it's the worst or the second worst high school in the entire state.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. That's impressive. Like, why are you?
Yeah.
What are you so proud of?
I remember when I was a teenager, I remember hearing about how they actually had they had such a problem with teen pregnancy at the time that they ended up just opening up a nursery on the campus, like on the school grounds. Yeah,
That's
for all
impressive.
the moms to drop off their kids. Yeah. Which, I mean, I appreciate that they went, okay, yeah, we're gonna make
Well,
sure you
yeah,
can still
making
graduate
those
high
services
school, right?
available is
Yeah.
actually really great. It's very woke, in fact, but
Yeah, but that they had such a large problem that they were like, we need to do something about this.
Right.
They're not listening to the sex ed, so here's the child care.
did you have any teen pregnancies in your high school? As far as I'm aware, we did not, but...
No, but I went to private Christian school.
Oh, yeah, of course, duh. I don't know why I asked you, I knew that. That would have been really scandalous.
Oh yeah.
That
No,
would've been
there
awesome.
were I had a few classmates who got pregnant very shortly after graduating.
Well, sure, yeah, because, they were getting married. They were... Or,
No, I had a few who, yeah, there was a lot. Okay, if we're talking about the ones who got married, a lot of them got pregnant very shortly after graduating. But there was a few who did not get married and got pregnant.
Yeah, and got
very
pregnant
shortly
anyway,
after
yeah.
graduating. Yeah.
At least they were not, still in high school, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a shadow. That's not... I'm just doing the top of the walls. Somebody's got to do
Why
them.
don't you? How come you never use the dirt sense?
Because I just know.
Oh, yeah.
Give your
I
own
just know.
dirt sense.
Yeah, I have my own dirt sense. Plus, I don't think the dirt sense is very nice to look at, so I don't want to be flashing it constantly. I think if I weren't streaming, I would be using it more. But, like, look, this is clean. See? This is fine. How come you use it all the time? What's your problem? Maybe I should be asking you.
In order to find the one bit of little cunt's hair dirt that I missed.
I'm not that picky about it, because I'm literally just doing the top right now so that Ellie doesn't have to do it later. So that once we get these walls clean, they'll just be
I'm working
clean.
I'm working on the floor.
Ah, so I'm doing the top of the very tippy top of the park, and you're doing the bottom of the park.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
Especially because the floor is always a little boring to look at, you
Yeah.
know. Enrichment for
And
our
it's so big.
viewers.
Yes. Yeah, I'm doing the top of the wall is a lot of. It's not particularly interesting, but there's a lot of jumping and maneuvering. So there's movement. Yay, colors and
That's
shapes.
why I'm
you know.
like, why aren't you using your dirt sense? Because, like, if you do your dirt sense now, you won't have to come back up here later.
I won't have to come back up here later. That's my promise to you.
All right. I think somebody's gonna owe me $30,000.
I don't
but
think
okay.
I'm at $8,324. So if I do, I've made a significant dent.
Oh, look at all this dirt. You cleaned a lot of floor. That's
The
industrious.
floor is very efficient to clean. Yeah, we're already at 34%. This isn't half bad.
I know, but look at all this shit Ellie did when you weren't looking.
What do you want me to be cleaning, or you want me to be looking?
No, I'm giving Ellie their due. I'm giving them
You're not
the-
complaining. You're complimenting Ellie. I understand.
Yeah.
I was like, what's your problem?
I'm cleaning.
I don't have a problem. I got solutions, and their name is Ellie.
So I was playing some of the little like seasonal ones
Uh-huh.
the other day, and we had some friends over, and you know, my partner Ethan, Dr. Ellie's boyfriend, he's playing games with his friends, and one of his friends looks over and he's like, you know, I never understood the appeal of PowerWash Simulator. I was like, why wouldn't you just grab an actual power washer? But now that I see that there's a haunted house, I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued. Yeah.
Well, all right. Part of it is, assuming you have a power washer, right? There's only so much you can power wash around your own home.
Yeah. That too.
Like, it's not like the game where every surface is dirty. You have, like, a walkway, and that's it.
Yeah.
it's not a choice between true like power washing in real life and power washing in a game. They're different experiences.
Yeah, not everyone has a neighbor that needs that has driven their car through like a volcanic eruption or something. Like,
Foreshadowing.
yeah,
You know what though? I used to live in not a completely shitty apartment, but it was just like it was exasperating. I had never lived in somewhere that had so many problems and shit. And it really chapped my ass because they were turning the water off all the damn time. We would have pest problems, which was just the nature of the location, not necessarily the building, but like we had fleas, roaches, all kinds of shit. But
Yep.
one time I noted that the front walkway, the sidewalk was getting a little slippery because there was mold growing on it. So I sent in a ticket. I was like, "Hey, can y'all power wash this so it won't be slippery and nobody
Nobody
slips
did
and
anything.
hurts themselves?" No, they got that
Oh?
shit done like within the week. I was shocked.
nice. I'm happy. I'm lucky, you know.
I don't, I feel lucky in that way because like even in this apartment that I hated, that was always problems constantly. I've never had like an apartment with bad maintenance.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
same. Actually, yeah, it's always like management, but never maintenance. The maintenance guys have been fantastic in like every apartment I've ever lived in.
It's incredible because you always hear all these like horror stories, but I mean that's why
Yes.
you hear them all the time. But like
'Cause those
I've
people
never,
are complaining. Yeah.
every time, like I've had places where like you would have problems and they would be very perennial problems.
Yes.
But I've always had like every place I've ever lived in,
Tony
maintenance was
Hawk.
like within a couple days at the very most. Usually same day, next day service.
That's incredible.
Good shit.
Oh, Sue Berry has a new job for us. A filthy sidecar.
Oh yeah, it's a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Ooh, park warden. If there's one thing I know about concrete, it's that it likes to be as flat as possible. He's really struggling with figuring out how to
Yeah.
make concrete curve.
Brutalism is when they concrete.
Yeah. The more conk they
the more
create.
conk
Yeah.
you-
Brutalism where it is.
Yeah.
No, I fell.
Oh, you didn't do that on purpose?
No, I fell.
I was
wanted
like, oh,
I
Ray's
wanted
getting
to
down now.
I wanted to turn around so that I could do this part, but
It looked very deliberate.
no, it wasn't.
Like,
that.
okay, I'm done now. Goodbye.
Yeah. Finish it off and then just walk away. You know what's nice? There's no graffiti on the top of these walls. Except for this one. Alright, I got this, right? Yeah. Okay. Boop. Yeah, 42%. Side profiles are bad. Side profiles truly I have never mastered. I I feel like I need to relearn how to draw the side profile every time I do it.
Oh my gosh, kitty cat prints.
Yeah. I
You
forgot
drew
I
that
showed.
one really, really good U-boat from the side.
Yeah.
Ray, come over here. I found Ulysses.
Oh, is the kitty here?
The kitty's here.
Oh, the kitty's on top of
Oh,
our
yeah.
van.
Wow.
That's not
sweet.
that's not your van.
Oh,
Well, the other-
you're right.
he's
That's
on
not
top
our
of the
van.
other van, yeah.
Our van is blue.
Yeah. And the little kitty cat prints through
Yeah.
the mud. Yeah.
Ulysses is great.
3/4 is the best though, because like when you're in theater, you're always supposed to stand that way unless there's like a very
Yes.
deliberate reason not to.
I was gonna say the part of the reason that side profile is very hard is that like in animation they tell you to avoid doing that as much as possible. Like it
Yeah, you never want like a character dead on from the front. You never want one like
you really don't
from
want
the
them dead
side.
on from the side unless you're doing something specific. Like you have to be making a choice in order for that to like be appropriate.
Well, it's like that actually in, not even just in animation, but like in
Oh,
live
I'm
action
sure in
film,
film,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah. Like
Yeah, that's
you're-
what I said. Like it's in theater,
Well,
that
yeah,
applies to.
you get the full like depth and shape of the face with the 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times also you'll get some really nice like lighting and angles and expression and everything.
I am not satisfied that I got that. I think that it is a bad decision to not let me put my
you can give the impression of somebody looking at something or talking to somebody without making that direct connection of like
Yeah, it can be
talking at
very
the
fourth
audience,
wall
but
breaking.
also not losing half the face.
Yeah. We don't typically, like, when you're trying to recognize somebody, you don't typically, like, try to recognize them from the side profile, like,
Yeah.
unless they have a very specific, unique side profile. Did we get this railing? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright.
This floor is yucky.
Yeah, but it's almost clean. You're doing great.
I love the architecture of the walls here. Like, it doesn't need to be doing all this, but it is.
Yeah. Alright, everybody look at the top of these walls. Oh, not that one, though.
What
that one's
the
not
fuck
done.
is that over there?
Don't look at that. Wait. Is that a... Okay, no, it's a bandage. Got excited. I want green. No, I don't. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, like a nose.
Yeah.
Like a very specific nose. Anyway, don't be too upset if you have a hard time drawing the side profile. I
they're
think
so
also
hard.
I think also like artists who are really good at drawing side profiles draw them a lot, and sometimes maybe draw them too much. I have seen artists where it's like, oh, a side profile of this character again? Okay.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, yeah.
If you do side profiling, you only have to draw one eye.
It's
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
yeah. That may be the problem. Side profile,
No,
like I think
I-
also because you lack the if you're not being very careful, you do lack the spatial geometry to like place the features correctly, so the eye can start to slide into places maybe it shouldn't be going.
Back, oh gosh, when I was in like, I don't know, late elementary, early middle school, and I got my first like how to draw anime book from the library, right? How do I draw manga characters? And I would practice doing like side profiles with like the big anime eyes.
Yeah.
But like the eyes would always be like a little too far forward or like way too sunken.
Yeah.
To make sense. Yeah. And also the thing that I actually could never figure out when I was younger was necks from side
Yeah, I
profiles.
still have trouble with necks, to be perfectly honest with you.
Necks can be tricky.
It's hard because most people, like, if you're studying from life, the neck is not particularly, it's not long, but beautiful people have long necks. So, like, you get into this habit, like, a lot of young artists, I've noticed, get into this habit of drawing their characters with really long necks, and then they don't actually clothe them properly to compensate for that. So, you end up with, like, anime boys with really long necks.
Oh, look at that
Yeah,
clean,
look at that
100%
beautiful
clean floor.
This railing, the top of this railing is not clean.
$30,000.
It's not done yet. You got the bet was that I wouldn't have to go back once I was done. I'm not done yet.
You know, you could argue, though, by that logic, that as long as there's something still to do, you're not done yet. So you never have to go back.
No, I'll be true to my word. Like we'll clean this wall and it'll
the
be.
terms are pretty specific. That if Ray has to return to the top of any of these,
I think
we'll
I
know
won't have
if
to.
that happens. Like the
Yeah.
game, like the game is such that we will know if this occurs.
My hope is that I've done a good enough job that the game will do one of those things where it just gives it to me.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't, though. and
Sometimes it
That's
doesn't.
why.
I'm
That's why I'm so particular. Is because sometimes it fucking doesn't, and then you're looking for that one little like crease with the dirt in it.
I'm gonna bet I did a pretty good job. What's gonna really fuck me is this graffiti, actually, for real.
Yeah.
That's the stuff where you do actually need to use the dirt sense, because
Swirly nozzle.
yeah, and the swirly nozzle. But like dirt sense too, because like this looks pretty clean, but like there's a pretty good chance that I could miss some flecks here.
I feel you're being very thorough with the graffiti.
Well,
Which
it's a
is
lot smaller of
smart,
an area.
Because you don't want to have to come back looking for the like. Because the
No,
thing
that shit
too, it's
sucks.
kind of It's one of the things that I think is a marked difference between this and Crime Scene Cleaner is that Crime Scene Cleaner, when you are missing that last fleck of dirt, it's not really difficult to find it, and that is not true in this game.
No. This game,
Like,
they'll
even with
make
the
you hunt
cleaner
for it.
sense. Yes.
And it will usually be on the underside of something you thought you cleaned the underside of 14 times. Like, a lot of times I find, and this is maybe my biggest complaint with this game, is that, like, I will swear up and down that I have cleaned something, and that, like, it said it was clean, and then I come back and it's dirty. And maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe the game is, like, maybe I'm not being gaslit, like... Maybe I am
Maybe
just...
I'm hallucinating.
Yeah.
I feel like what happens to me is that I've like thought I thoroughly cleaned something. I even got like the ding ding dings, but then it turns out there was like one little part that was counted separately.
Yeah, or something.
And that's what dinged.
Yeah.
Or there's like 3 of something and I got 2 of them to ding and then one of them didn't. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of complaints with this game, but and most of them I feel were fixed in PowerWash Simulator 2. For instance, I feel as though there's a lot less situations where oh, I didn't get this graffiti. Hey, this wall's not done yet. Watch it. Watch how excited you get.
You were supposed to finish the tops.
I haven't
did
even
not
finished
finish
this
the
wall
top.
yet. Well,
No,
I think
you
we'll let Fook
did all the
decide.
top.
We'll let Fook decide because this wall's not done yet. So, like, if this wall was done and I had to, like, I was looking for the speck and it was on the top, you know, I'd give it to you.
No.
But
The
this wall
agreement
isn't
was
done
you
yet.
did the tops of all the walls. And
No,
then
well,
you're gonna
you
clean
wouldn't
the
know
walls.
that until the wall is done.
You didn't even finish.
Well, because I got distracted. That's different. Me
$30,000.
getting distracted and me missing it are two different things. And I think if you don't see that, I think you're just mad. I think you're just scared you're gonna lose, so you're not gonna let me have this, which is fine.
No,
you know, I
no,
understand
no,
that you're
no.
afraid. That's fine. I get it.
Are you hearing this bullshit, Ellie? Can you fucking... What would God think about this? Tell me that.
What are you, Christian now?
No.
Yeah.
You know that the guy with the pie. What would the guy with the pie say?
I think that God would say that this is a petty thing to fight about in the grand scheme of things.
I think that he would say
God's
that
always
I was
copping out like that.
right. God's
God.
always doing some bullshit like that. I think we should saw a baby in half about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a baby. I'm thinking of The Simpsons because it's a pie in that.
Yeah. So we are referencing the same thing. They didn't have pies in Babylon, I don't think.
No, what happens in The Simpsons is they bring him a pie and they have an argument over who has more ownership of it, and he cuts it in half and then declares that he will be eating the pie and then he has the other 2 executed.
See, now if I finish cleaning this wall and it doesn't ding, then DJ is right.
See, though, it wouldn't have dinged because you hadn't cleaned it.
Yeah, but I remembered before we got there, so I wasn't wrong. Like, if I had finished both sides and then been like, man, I can't find this spot, DJ is... Uh-oh. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. No.
Oh, here comes the hand of God. He's writing on the wall.
That's not true. I defy you. I don't think DJ is right. The writing is on the wall. Funny.
Yeah, a while back ago, we decided we were gonna watch like shit that we watched when we were kids, and some of my contributions, aside from Serendipity the Pink Dinosaur and Scamper the Penguin, was some like Hanna-Barbera Bible stories crap that like I had a VHS of, and it's the one where they go to
This stupid.
is it
dirt.
Sodom and Gomorrah?
I think it's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, and there's I'm talking about all the like little minutia crap that I remember about it, like how they're eating pink goo out of this giant bowl, and then the hand of God writes on the wall, and I was like, ooh, look, the hand of God.
What if
funny
it was
because
just haunted? Like, what if it wasn't God? What if that was just the ghost?
I think it was very clear that it was God because it was Hanna-Barbera Bible story.
What does she
Like,
know?
that was the whole thing. But no, that was very funny because I'm an atheist and I don't believe in any of that stuff. But like, I do remember watching because my grandma was very Christian.
Well, yeah,
and
you
went
grew
to
up in
church, which
Texas,
is why
yeah.
I had the VHS, and I was like, ooh, I remember this.
Yeah, I watched a lot of VeggieTales, which makes sense when you remember that VeggieTales was made by a studio based out of Chicago.
Yeah. There most Christian media. I'm very
And look, this wall is clean, and this wall is clean, and this wall is clean, and that wall is clean, and I didn't have to get back up on top of any of those. That's amazing. Eerily silent.
Joseph. Joe
Oh,
is here.
DJ's like, Joe is here! Look! Everyone look away from... Disregard what's happening on stream.
I read Sodom and Gomorrah and Goo, and I was like, oh, that's the food. No, it's Joe.
Yeah, I actually, when I went to school for animation, one of my professors was the guy who did the storyboarding for the first set of VeggieTales VHSs.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. His name was Luis, and he was the best.
Oh, did you not know that, Ellie? Like,
Yeah, I feel like I've told that story, but Ellie might have forgotten.
I probably forgot.
I was too old for VeggieTales.
I forgot. VeggieTales is, and this is true, the most profitable piece of Protestant Christian art on the planet. Catholicism has made many profitable pieces of art.
Catholicism has a head start, though.
Yeah.
So, like,
Protestantism has only
cheating.
produced VeggieTales.
Well, it's kind of like how Twilight is the most profitable piece of Mormon media.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as Mormons go, they're quite industrious.
Well, that's part
Derogatory.
of the reason for that is actually part of their faith, right? Like, the Mormons, I don't know what they're doing with it, but the Mormons, the Mormon Church is one of the wealthiest institutions in this country. They have an extreme stockpile of money that rivals, like, actual corporations. Mormons will purposefully seek out business endeavors because it brings their church money. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, as you might imagine, that go along with this information, but that information itself is true. That's part of the reason why, and I've only heard one source talking about this, but I don't know if you know about the Lego situation, the bricks and minifigs. A lot of outlets are not reporting on this, but the people who took over the bricks and minifigs situation and are the ones that are holding the money are Mormons, and the reason they're doing that is because it would result in a lot of profits for the Mormon Church. So there you go.
Did you hear about the Mormon, the Mormon Lego knockoff?
The Mormon Lego
it say?
knockoff. Yeah.
They called it that actual thing. It's like little Lego, basically like Lego sets, not officially Lego, but sets that have things from like Mormon stories and
I see. So
and the
they're-
temple and
yeah.
things and it's called Brigham Young.
Of course. Yeah, if you had given me 5 more seconds to think about that, I probably could have pulled that, but damn it. That's so annoying. Oh, look at this swirly DJ.
Oh, calligraphy!
DJ sees all.
Yeah, I do.
Ellie just enjoyed the compliment you gave them about their handwriting, so they're writing
Yeah,
everywhere
yeah.
now. They're like, please compliment me again.
Yes, keep it coming.
yes. You guys want to hear some nonsense from the world of museums? I got a doozy today. Yeah.
We did some nonsense in the world of museums today.
I do want to hear about this. I'm sorry, I got distracted talking about the Mormon Church, which I'm obviously very passionate about, but I'm more passionate about museums, so please go on.
We took Furloss to the MSI today.
Yes, we did. It was very fun. Yeah, and that's a good point to bring up as well, Joe, is that the cops who are working the case are also most likely Mormon, so that's why they're not getting any recourse from the police, is because they're actively blocking any attempts to reclaim the stolen property. The allegedly stolen property. I don't want the Mormon church coming after me.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of that. Well, especially because there's a tendency to want to keep things like internal. Like there'll be internal reprimands, but there's a lot of things have to be really bad for them to report each other to the police. And it has to be at the point where they are getting basically excommunicated. Like, I can't remember what the
that's the only
version of
time
excommunicated is, but things kind of have to be at that point a lot of times for people in that religion to testify against each other and properly investigate each other for
And it really pisses me off, too, because, like, then I'll find out that, like, a creator or something that I like is Mormon, and then everything that they make after that becomes suspect, because it's like, oh, are you just doing this to generate revenue for your church, for your cult? There's no being able to separate, like, the creator from their religion in that case, because in the case of the bricks and minifig shit, like, those interests become intertwined with, you know, either indoctrination or trying to, you know, fund, like, indoctrination, essentially.
Yeah, I think that there's a thing of, like, I think you're still able to, like, you know, enjoying media and stuff to a degree, but, like, it is hard with financial support when you know that that financial support is going towards something that you fundamentally disagree with.
Yeah. And it's not Christianity broadly, but it is Mormonism in specific, because they are, you know, an extremely racist and extremely powerful political institution as well. Like, not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but, you know, like, when your text says that, like, black people won't get into heaven, it's like, maybe we should be re-examining, like, what these people believe.
They have walked that back in sort of.
They walked that back a little bit.
So, okay, the way that they walked it
was
back
racist, but now it's just racist.
So it's still racist. But they walked it back in a way where they're like, oh, they can get into heaven because it's not their fault who their ancestors
right,
were.
of course, yeah. It's not their fault that they're black.
I had a coworker who we were talking to about this one time. I was talking about this, and that was her whole thing, where she's like, well, no, because, like, it's not their fault that, like, their ancestor was Cain.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're so close, girl. You're so close.
You're so close to getting it.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things where, like, I do think, you know, I understand why there's people who, you know, are kind of, like, mentally checked out, but still kind of, like, a part of the church, because it is, you know, their whole community and life and everything.
They do that. They, you know, the idea is to, it's the same as with Amish communities, where the idea is to separate people from, you know, not modern technologies, but, like, modern ways of thinking, so that they feel isolated and that they feel that their only community is the church.
Yeah. Well, and that's also why, like, there are some people who are very happy in Mormonism, especially because if there's somebody who maybe was like didn't have a lot of community, and now they have a very strong, welcoming community. There's people who will like join up because of that, or because they really like the focus on like family and things. However, it comes at such an expense. I mean, literally of your finances.
Yeah, your finances, because you do have to be, you do got to be tithing.
But also that, like, it is such a, like, surveillance state belief system that has proven time and time again that the institution will not defend or protect you especially if you are a woman, if you are the victim of any kind of harassment, assault, or abuse. Yeah. And so it's that thing of, like, I think I have a lot of compassion for people who are, like, a part of the church, but
100%,
like,
yeah.
I have absolutely none of that for the institution itself and for the leaders in charge.
Especially people who are trying to get out. Like, I'm all about, like, ex-Mormon, like, YouTubers and stuff. Like, there's this one lady who is ex-Mormon, and she does great videos about how, like,
Alyssa Grenfell?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Alyssa
She's
Grenfell. Great. Yeah.
Okay, I'm paying attention now, Joe. DJ, would you mind reading me what Joe wrote, so that we can give him his quid pro quo?
Okay, so the museum thing. I'm a department head at the museum that I volunteer at, and so I'm on the email list for things. Tonight, I got 2 emails. 1, here's our monthly member list, no attachment. 2, let's try that again, and 2 attachments. 1 attachment is a list of the new people for this month, with the name, phone number, and address of every single person who is a member of the museum.
Oh. I thought this already. I feel like you told me this story already. Did something else like this happen earlier? Because I feel like I remember something like this already happening. Like, OPSEC is really important, guys. You can't.
Walking around like Heat headset. We are clean on OPSEC.
Can I be a white nozzle here?
Can you imagine being like the reporter who was erroneously added to the signal list and seeing that like,
Oh,
like it's a dire state of affairs, but at the
like,
same
"All right,
time, like we are
I'm
clean
taking
on
notes."
OPSEC. We are so clean on OPSEC. You don't even
You don't even know, yeah. Ooh, the underside of this arch is going to be really satisfying. Actually, I'm going to be honest, the sides of this arc are really satisfying as well.
I
Yeah.
love a good arch.
I might have complained earlier because I, as a department head, have been permanently doxxed by having my details published in the newsletter. Bro, who is doing... Is somebody, like, secretly
Oh my
trying to get you
gosh.
arrested? Like, what's going on?
Why?
I think that is what you were complaining about, was that your information was included in the newsletter.
That really just seems like something that should not be happening, period.
No! It's ridiculous.
But it also feels like
A lot of these
people
old
activity.
guys
It's like,
don't
oh, we gotta have the
realize-
phone tree.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? Like, I was watching a video about, and this person was going over, like, the history of Chicken Soup for the Soul books. And, she was like, I can't include, like, I have to blur some of these shots of the book because these people would send in their full name and address when they would write into the Chicken Soup books. I don't think, like, people were just much more candid, especially in print publications. They were just much more
Yeah.
candid about giving out their information because they wanted to connect with people, you know, they wanted to, like,
Yeah.
receive, you know, mail and stuff like that. So I think a lot of
You
these
know,
older guys
I
who
do
do that,
think-
like,
I do think maybe prior to that, because but communicating in that way does cost money, whereas harassing people online is free. And I think maybe like it's possible that somebody, a lot of those times you don't have a picture attached, so it's not like, oh, a hot girl, I better be a nuisance. But it's also like you have to buy a stamp, and people were weirdly possessive of their less than $1 sticker that they have to put on the thing to send something to someone.
Yeah,
so like
right.
it's an investment of money to harass somebody that way. So like throwing your address out there, not as big a deal back in the day, but like nowadays you should know better.
Foop, should we be calling you Miki? I've just been calling you Foop because it's your username, but if you want us to call you something
I would
else,
like
please
that
go
better,
ahead.
actually. I find Foop kind of awkward. It's a strange sound.
We met online friends in real life today, and this was the first time of like I learned their name. Like they were like, yeah, I only give out my username when I'm online, but while we're in person, you can call me this.
I'm very cavalier about, like, I'll just my full
Miki.
The thing is that my full legal name is just like publicly online because I have my like
Yeah, you're a
website with my
professional,
reel and like I have professional stuff, and because I'm like working towards being able to work in media hopefully full time in the future, it's something where like my art is directly connected to my career, is connected to like public facing media things.
Yeah.
And so I'm very casual about that. However, and I just kind of, I don't know, I assume anything that I post online, I just assume that it's public. Like and then I have, my private things, like things I say like in a private Discord group. That's different.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You can also do a lot more with someone's full legal name than you used to be able to in the old days. Like even like in the old days of the internet, even if you had somebody's full name, you would still have to go to like the local town hall to get the records and stuff. Now all that shit is just online.
yeah. And so yeah, it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like, that just comes with the territory of the career that I've chosen.
Yeah. Anything you need to network for and have a public like online presence with your full legal name, like unless you're
Yeah.
Banksy, you know.
Yeah. I'm like, no, please, please, look at my full legal name. Look at my reel. Hire me.
Right.
We did put our full names on there for the sake of like it's ours. We
Yeah,
need to have
yeah.
ownership of it.
And I was also originally going to be in the industry, quote unquote. So like my name is also out there, but like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Ray is also not my first name, so technically like my first legal name, so I'm a little bit more shielded from that. And my last name is super, super common, so
Yeah.
it's not helpful.
My name isn't like super common, especially the combination of my first and last name, but like my last name is not like what my birth last name was or my family last name
Yeah,
is.
you got
It's
to
one
change
where,
your
like-
name. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I've been using it as like a pen name for a while, and then I just legally changed my name.
Yeah.
To my
Maybe I'll
pen
do that
name.
one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that too because I didn't like the name my parents gave me. My mom, rather. I didn't have parents at the time.
Parent.
Parent singular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think with your first legal name change should be free. We've actually had this conversation. Like I think
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
you didn't pick it, so the first one should be free. If you want to change it after that, you do have to pay like $25. But
It depends on the state. Every state has different procedures.
DJ's
It cost me about
because
300.
DJ changed her full legal name. That's why you're not getting anything.
No, it didn't. It didn't change. It didn't cost more because I changed more
no,
names.
no.
It's
I was
different
looking
types
at
of-
no. Sorry, I was looking at Joe's message. I wasn't replying to you.
Oh,
did Joe say?
Joe Googled
Oh.
your full legal name and didn't get any information, and I was like, that's because DJ hasn't had that full legal name for her entire life.
yes. I mean, even before that, I would Google myself sometimes, and like, there would be some things that come up, but like nothing truly identifying.
Also,
think
I
the
went through
closest
and
thing I
after
found
you
was, like,
told me
my-
that, Joe, I Googled my own name and tried to take my name off as many websites as possible. So theoretically, it should be harder now. If you did it now, you might get less information.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny numbers on the back. Look at all
DJ
these
is clean
clean
on
walls.
OPSEC.
Yeah, if
They're
I
so
changed my name
beautiful.
too, like you wouldn't find anything for me either. Like, fucking cheat code.
If somebody Googles my name, I hope they find me.
Yeah. You're like, please find me, please hire me.
No, I haven't gotten anybody wanting to like hire me yet. Well, like, actually, no, I got one person, but they wanted to pay me like peanuts.
Yeah, they
so,
wanted. I was gonna say, are they paying you in sandwiches and exposure? Like,
they wanted to pay me like a flat $100 for like, well, what they were like, it's only 3 days of work. I'm like, okay, but
3
you want
days
help
of
with all
work?
the
3 days
editing.
of work.
You want all the editing? I'll help with the editing and the prep and everything and all the post production things. And we're talking like a couple months of work. Like, be so for real.
yeah, no.
And they wanted me to provide all of my own gear and stuff. And I'm like, all right, there's a kit fee for that because the usage.
If you send me a pizza, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't be able to eat it though, because I am full of museum food. So I'd probably eat it tomorrow.
Oh, I like our museum food.
Yeah, we actually had a very nice lunch. Our friends were like, "Oh, this food's actually pretty good," you know. You go to a museum, you're not expecting the food to be good, you know.
Well, like it depends. Like the Art Institute has like actual hoity-toity restaurants. Like,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of them.
That's part of the experience,
I-
though.
Yeah, I mean it was fine. I feel I was a little underwhelmed. I felt like my thing could be a little warmer, but like the MSI has a cafeteria with like different booths you can order off of, and then they have like a la carte stuff too. And all that stuff is good. Like, I had a banana pudding. It actually had, like, banana chunks in it and everything. It was
Ooh.
well worth $4.
Yeah, I had some yogurt. That was yummy. And then, oh man, we walked back and it was like 78 degrees out, so it was kind of hot, and I was wearing a turtleneck, so I was suffering a little bit. But then we had popsicles. It was awesome. I was like, this is the best popsicle I've ever had because it's 80 degrees out and I'm dying.
You know what? My refrigerator...
I wasn't done cleaning that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not that. There was a different thing I was cleaning, and it went ding before I was done with it.
I wasn't done.
Opposite of gimme that ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got the popsicles yesterday, and it wasn't as hot yesterday, and I think that's why they were so good, is because they weren't melty already in the middle.
Yes.
And then I got a root beer out before we started the stream, and it was the coldest, most excellent root beer I've ever had in my life.
Oh, a root beer. We were talking earlier about how I don't drink pop, but like a root beer on a hot day, that hits. That motherfucker hits. Once a year, it's like crack cocaine to me. I drink alcohol more often than I drink soda pop. Like that's how
honestly,
infrequently
same,
I drink soda. And I don't drink alcohol.
Too.
Like
I was about to say, me too. Yeah.
Oh, so did you not take your
No, it's still in there.
With you?
We've had this we've had like a pack of cranberry vodka lingering in the apartment fridge for like over a year, I think. And I was like, I gotta start drinking these. These are not gonna stay.
Yeah, because you bought them when I first moved in here, and I was like, well, I'm not really much of a drinker, and I'm not gonna just sit there and like just drink them by myself. So they've been in there for what, 2 years now? 3?
Yeah.
2.5. It's 2 years. We're coming up on 2 years. Yeah, because it's June.
Yeah, I drink water and coffee. Speaking of coffee, I have some right here.
Though alcohol reminds me, I did some reading up, and you are actually YouTube. You're absolutely allowed to drink on stream.
Awesome.
As long as you're
All
not
right,
telling
booze and
minors to
cruise
drink.
is on.
So boozing and cruising is a thing that we can actually do at some point.
Oh yeah,
Why
Miki,
there's so many cops?
Miki, that's actually an excellent decision. I know many people who probably should have made that decision and did not, so I mad respect.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate in that, like, my father and I both completely lack the ability to get addicted to anything, which does mean that I have to remind myself to brush my teeth every night. I've never formed a habit once in my life. But it also means that I would be very hard pressed to become addicted to alcohol. Like, even things that I thought that I was like having a hard time quitting, I just like decided one day, like, I'm not gonna play this gacha game anymore. And then I didn't.
Yeah, I have a family member who kind of went through a bit of an alcoholic phase, and now, yeah, he doesn't drink.
Yes.
That
is the best thing you can do is genuinely abstinence is the best policy in that case.
Wait, what does that say? Turn around.
It says, listen, DJ, I think.
It said listen to DJ, but not anymore.
This is why you listen to DJ.
But all these walls are remarkably 100% clean, and nobody's had to get back on top of them yet. So, I don't know.
I mean, I have that addiction immunity thing too. Like, I can stop drinking coffee.
Yeah, you quit cigarettes, right? Like, you were just like, I don't need to smoke. You were like, bye.
No, I never got addicted to smoking. I tried it once just because everybody in my family was smoking at the time, but I've never.
Oh, this bench!
Never gotten
This
addicted to it.
motherfucking
But
bench!
my mom is like that too. My mom can just quit smoking cold turkey.
Uh-huh.
Because she used to smoke socially. I will get a headache if I stop drinking coffee, but like I don't have to. It's not a mental thing. I can just stop.
Yeah. See, I also feel like I'm not like coffee doesn't affect me that way. So even if like if I get distracted in the morning, if I have to like get in the shower or something really early and like forget my cup of coffee, like I'll be tired, but I don't have like the withdrawal symptoms.
I just get a headache.
I have like such strict limits for myself with caffeine because when I was in like high school in my early 20s, I was drinking like 8 cups of coffee.
That's
a
not
day.
good. You can't be doing that. That's bad for your heart.
I know. Oh, my anxiety was through the roof.
You were like, why am I so shaky and my heart is beating so quickly?
So like I slowly started drinking more and more coffee because I couldn't sleep because of like the chronic depression
Yes,
was
yeah,
causing me to be
which
tired all the
caused you
time.
to not be able to sleep, which caused you to drink more
Right.
coffee.
And then so I already wasn't sleeping well because I had like I had like chronic depression. Also my home life was really bad at the time, and so I was like staying up super late because then I could have some like
a little
peace
alone
and
time.
quiet
Yeah.
and alone time, and also I would have like bad dreams and shit. And so then I would like started drinking coffee, and I was like, oh my god, this makes me able to function and not like to have to drop out of school or something. And then I went from like graduating high school to working in like the food service industry. Where I was like, well, thank God, the only thing I'm
if you're
addicted
not
to is
doing
caffeine.
cocaine, you at least need to be drinking coffee in the food service
Right.
industry.
And that was the thing. I was like, thank God that all I'm addicted to is caffeine, right?
Yeah.
And so I had that, and then my anxiety though was like through the roof because of all the caffeine that I was having all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I started weaning myself off of it, and now I don't drink coffee, and I have like maybe 1 or 2 cups of tea a day, and that's like my limit. Except for one time I was on a film shoot, and out of desperation, I like chugged a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
and everyone
see,
knew
and
it
in
was on
that
my
case,
film set, looked at me.
it's like
and
a
went,
treat.
"Oh my god,
Yeah.
you must really be tired."
Like it's like when you're not a drinker and one drink gets you tipsy. Like it's a treat,
Yeah.
This bench, by the way, is going to take us 20 minutes. Like, I just remember from experience that this bench was a huge pain in my ass.
You know what was fucked up though is in high school, because I grew up in Florida, at least the latter half of my childhood, and in Florida they don't fund education, obviously. So I would have to be out at the bus at like 6 in the morning, which means I had to wake up at 5. And so I started drinking coffee, which was great. I had my Rob Zombie thermos for my lunchbox, and I would have my coffee and go to the bus stop. I thought that I was addicted to coffee and was getting these awful headaches because I had missed drinking my coffee that morning or whatever. I was in a hurry to get to the bus or whatever. And I realized years later that was actually not what was happening. It was actually that I had horrible allergies. From like the shit that lives in Florida. Because I realized I still would get I would get these awful sinus headaches, and I thought it was because of my my supposed coffee addiction, but I did not actually have
An addiction
that was
to
not what
coffee.
the problem
Yeah,
was.
you were.
It was the seasonal bullshit. But I just never connected those dots until later, because I would still get these kind of headaches when I lived in Denton. And when I moved to San Antonio, I didn't really get them anymore. And then, like, when I went back to visit my family, I would kind of get, like, the headaches like that. And then I was like, wait a goddamn minute.
Yeah. You
And
were
when I realized that,
it's
like,
the location.
when I realized I had allergies in Denton, then I was like, wait a fucking minute, I bet I had allergies in Florida, too.
This quarter pipe is not clean. What's wrong with this quarter pipe?
Oh, these.
There we go. This railing is clean.
4:30 in the morning every day.
That one is clean. That one is clean.
Sometimes I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but that's just because, like, I have
Did this one not get clean? Oh, okay, it did.
Got it.
Yeah.
I have that weird circadian rhythm where, like, you run on a 16-hour day, so, like, the sleeping pattern is never the same.
Yeah. I think it should be
sometimes I'll
criminal
be-
to make children get up before 6 o'clock to meet their bus, by the way. Just like, apropos of nothing,
Well-
talking about children addicted to drinking coffee.
Well, what happened in Florida? The reason why I had to do this is because in Florida they did not have enough buses to run all levels of education at once.
Yeah.
So they would do all the high school kids early in the morning because we could be out at 6 in the morning in the dark and it's fine. And then once all the high school kids are at school, then they would do the middle school and then the elementary school. Because the thing is, like, the elementary school kids, you have to have them really work with their their parents' work schedules.
Yeah.
And middle school, you can kind of fudge it a little bit because they don't put the money into that.
No.
But that's why I had to be out so damn early. When
That
I moved
bored
back
edge.
to Texas, Texas is poor on education too, but they're not poor as Florida, so like we had enough buses.
Yeah. The park warden says, "It seems our little town is going up in the world. Buckingham Skate Park has been chosen to host the next country championships." Oh, that's the
Yeah,
original.
that's the
No, that's
intro.
the
Yeah.
overview.
That's the intro. Messages. Oh, here it goes. Oh, there was a text we missed. This say, "Does that washer of yours work on hedges?" Great job, Dirt Finder. Scrubbed up kind of neat, didn't it? Beats me how you do it all with just that jet of water. Oh, jet of
Angry
angry water.
Angry
Not
water.
that folks seem grateful. All I'm getting so far is gas from the Baggy Pants Brigade complaining that it don't look sick no more. Which was surely the point?
The baggy
Oh,
pants
he's
brigade.
out of
I don't think you
touch.
can call that.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. The white kids have baggy pants too.
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
In this subgenre of person,
Yeah.
subculture, shall I say?
All right. So we can clean the motorbike and sidecar, clean the fire station, or clean the forest cottage.
Any of those are fine. I will say we should probably close with a vehicle because we seem to stop like
Yeah.
right at the edge and then need to fill like 15 minutes. So, Joe, why did you say? Oh, fireflies. Okay, I was like, why did you send me a picture of a scary forest? I thought you were like, go here, into the dark. Yes, go here.
Ooh,
No, thank you.
Denver Drill. About the fire
the
station.
drill.
Denver Drill sent us the message about the fire station. Our fire station's as mucky as a pig pen. Ordinarily, we'd just break out a few crates of the cold stuff and let the strong arms and hoses have it, but what was being sent here and there and everywhere in search of the mayor's dang cat, we just don't have the time. I'm messaging you from the lower branches of an oak tree at Great River that I can already see has no cat in it. Your name came highly recommended. Thanks. Denver.
All right, Denver. Yeah, the fire
Also,
station's fun.
the message that we got from him, our text was, "Is this the filth amendment?"
That's
This is
terrible.
fire chief. We need you to clean your we need you to clear your diary. This is a big job. The whole of the fire station needs doing.
Clear your diary.
Yeah.
The whole of the fire station needs doing. I think I've watched an erotic film with that plot.
Oh, don't you love a man in uniform? Ooh, this is a big one.
Yeah, there's actually two
so-
buildings.
If you clean that fire tower, the prop thing, if you clean it without using the ladder, or any scaffolding, you get a merit badge.
Are you suggesting that?
I think we should do that.
No, but I'm telling you
think
that
we
it's
can
an
do it.
option.
I think we can do it.
All right, we'll see how long
I
it
believe
takes.
in
If it
us.
starts taking too long, we'll get the scaffolding out. But I already have this merit badge, I think. So
I believe in
Really?
us.
I think so. Didn't we get it together?
I don't think so, because I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll get it first.
Maybe we
No
could all work
scaffolding,
together and do it.
no.
ladder.
No
Well,
ladder.
let me look up.
Yeah,
the
yeah. Look up
exact
the exact
verbiage
terms.
of the-
Yeah. Because it does matter.
Let's just fucking see.
Yeah, if we both work on it at the same time, it'll get done faster. Scaffolding or no.
Okay.
The lichen is a bit stiff.
Completely clean the fire station job without standing on the scaffolding. So you can't stand on the scaffolding at all.
Okay, for the whole
Okay.
thing. Yeah, we can do that. That's easy.
Yeah. We can use a ladder and stuff, just not the scaffolding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
That's not so hard.
And
What,
DJ, if
it's
you
hard?
still want it, we can get it together. We can off stream. We can work together.
Oh, I'll just do that while y'all are sleeping or something.
Oh, we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh,
with your
by the
loud
way, I
sniffle.
am probably this doesn't need to be for the stream's ears, but I'm gonna say it before I forget. I do have to be out the door like early tomorrow, so I'm probably not gonna stay up too much later after the stream because I'm tired.
Well, I'm tired too. I want to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not right now. Like I'm awake now, but like, oh man, when we got home from the museum, because we've been walking around, we walked to the Millennium Station, we got on the train, we walked to the museum, then we did walking around the museum, and then we had to walk back to the train station, walk back to my house. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
sleeping.
Yeah.
And I, Ray left. Ray got on the train to go home, and I got in the hot bath. And then I was like, "Damn, I'm relaxed. I'm gonna have like I looked at the clock, and I had 30 minutes before I had to be here. And I was like, "Oh, I'll just have a lie down for a minute." And oh, it was hard getting out of bed.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting back in bed.
Yeah, me too.
It'll leave me in bed at this time, because like when I got in bed, Rogu was like also in bed, and I didn't want to disturb her, but like the blankets were all bunched up on Ray's side, and I was like, I gotta fix this. But I don't want to do it right now because Rogu looks so comfy.
Yeah, you don't want to disturb the cat.
No, I love my cat. I have a mature relationship with my cat, which is
Very professional business relationship.
Yeah. We're communicative. Oh my god. The other day, me and Ray were sitting on the couch, and I was like, Rogu, do you want to come sit with us? And I was making like PPP noises, and I make a noise that goes like yes when I want her to get up on the thing with me. And she started walking away, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she like reconsidered. Came back over, and I was like, oh, she thought better of it when I was like, oh, come on.
Cajoling, like trying to get her to
But she did it.
guilting
It
your cat
works.
into hanging out with you.
I'm pretty sure what I literally said was, oh, come on. And she's just like, well, all right.
Well, when you put it like that.
My cat's so funny.
Ellie's kicking my ass. Ellie's side is way cleaner than mine.
Ellie practices off stream.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm not dedicated to the craft of power washing. Even though I've beaten
I thought
this game
about it
3
because I have all
times.
the DLC and stuff, and I was like, some of these maps are kind of interesting in a specific way. I was like, maybe I'll make like a video of some of these maps, because like I did the SpongeBob DLC, which I don't really care about SpongeBob, but I do like this game, so I bought all the DLC in one fell swoop. They have one where you have to clean an invisible boat.
That's
But what's funny is the boat, as you clean the dirt, you can no longer see.
yeah, that's
the boat.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's clever. And then I also had the Shrek DLC, and instead of like dirt grime, everything's covered in like metallic sparkles in his house. Because his house is already dirty, right? Like he likes it that way.
For which?
But they had a big honeymoon party for him, and they threw like glitter paint
Oh, that's
everywhere.
funny.
And
You're trying to get the
and
glitter
Donkey
off
needs
instead
you
of
to clean it before they get
grime.
back.
Huh. This game is
So you're
very
trying to
innovative.
kinda make it grimy again because it's too glittery.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should have a reverse power washing where you have to cover something in dirt.
Yeah. Your
Well,
gun shoots mud.
It does occur to him after, like, near the end of that job. He's like, wait a minute, are you gonna make it too clean? And yes, I did. I will.
Oh well, he'll muck it back up. He'll enjoy mucking it back up, and he'll enjoy bitching about how clean it is in the meantime. Because that's just how he is.
You know
That's
what?
just the sort of
You know what
person
I
Shrek
did
is.
find interesting is that so I'm on the Wallace and Gromit DLC right now, and the scale of the objects is strangely large compared to other DLCs, and it's almost like it makes me think of, there used to be this one TF2, or no, it was a Left 4 Dead survival map, but they had ported like the TF2 Gold Rush into Left 4 Dead. The Left 4 Dead models are a lot smaller than the TF2 models are,
Oh,
so
that's
like
funny.
everything is huge compared to what you
Ray,
expect it to be
look up.
having played TF2.
Look up, Ray.
Hello! Hi!
Hi.
Are you having fun up there?
Yeah. I'm
That's
gonna leave
nice.
some stuff up here for you so you have an excuse to come up.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I gotta go inside anyway, because I see that the
Yeah,
interior
you have
is
to
still
clean
dirty.
the inside also. There's a lot of needly bullshit in there.
Yeah, I'm getting up early to go see Disclosure Day with my dad tomorrow because he's a big alien guy. So
Oh, you know what? This isn't that hard to clean if you put the extension on.
yeah,
I forgot. I thought this thing was a lot taller than it was.
I think you might have been working with like a smaller kit back when we first did this the first time.
Yeah.
Like, I think you hadn't been buying the upgrades for some reason.
Yeah, because, that's how I play games.
Very strangely.
I liked when I first started streaming stuff for you, and you were like, watching DJ play is fascinating because, like, some of the things she does is just exasperating.
Yes. I still think that's true. But I've learned to live with it. I'm like, I'm just gonna let her do.
It's a fun novelty now to see how DJ approaches a game.
DJ operates towards video games very differently than I do. I'm not always about efficiency, but it is one of my primary, like, how can I do this better and faster? And DJ is not interested in efficiency at all.
I mean, I think, like, We Happy Few, for example. I actually got so efficient at that game that I missed out on a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And I only realized it later when I was, like, digging in Poedit and like, oh, wait a minute, this actually is in the game. I don't ever encounter this because I know what I'm doing. But isn't that kind of interesting that it's like, I got so good at the game that I
you started
indeed
blitzing through parts of the game that most people would encounter difficulty in. So
yeah. We Happy Few mentioned.
I was just saying before the stream started, I was like, what if we could clean We Happy Few houses? Like, what if there were We Happy Few maps?
That would actually be
It
very
would be
fun.
so festive because it would be dirty, and then as you cleaned it, it would be like joy.
Yeah. That's perfect.
And what if like your gun, it kind of shoots like little like
Yeah,
rainbows?
Perfect. Yeah, when it shoots water, but when you spray it, a little rainbow appears. No! Like, on the side. Yeah. No! I can't believe you died.
All right, bye guys. I gotta go. I died. I remember seeing I can't remember if it was like an old tweet or a Tumblr post where it was like, sorry, a fake message from boss being like, sorry to hear that you passed. Can you still make
Can
it?
you
to
still
work?
make it into work? Yeah. Classic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the hardest part about this challenge will be this tower. So once we get this done, I think it'll be
Oh yeah. And teamwork
makes
it does make the dream work.
Yeah.
Look at y'all go.
11%. Amen.
I mean, yeah, but like once you get this tower done, that's like
Yeah.
20% of the thing.
Man, thinking about media that you enjoyed as kids, kind of revisiting type of things, the other day, there was a video game that I played when I was a kid, and it just had been troubling me for years that I couldn't remember what it was. And then I just happened to watch a video on YouTube that happened to be somebody playing this game, and I was like, and I was like, I was going like, is that the game? Is that it? And then I heard the sound effect of the main character jumping, and I was like, holy shit, it's the game.
What game was
And
it?
it was Treasure Mountain, and it's not as cool as I remember it being.
No, of course not.
You know what my childhood video game White Whale is, and I don't think we'll ever find it because of the nature of this game. We used to have Jostin's Learning Lab, which was computer lab in the early 90s, and it was all on
I have
Macs.
tried looking for this game for you, and I could not find it, so...
Yes. I believe the game was called Kiki's Typing Adventure or something of that nature. The main character's name was Kiki. She was an adventurer, and you had to type fast and correctly in order to progress her through her adventures. Like the one I remember is she's in like a canoe, or not a canoe, like a kayak. She's in a kayak and she's going through the Panama Canal, and you have to type in order to raise the water in the canal so she can pass through it.
I absolutely loved typing games.
I
And
would
that's
have
a
loved
lot of-
typing games, but I never got the opportunity to play this game as much as I wanted to.
Oh.
Because, like, the thing was you had to finish all your, like, educational bullshit in the thing, and then maybe you would get the opportunity to play something in, like, an actual game. But that happens so rarely. Like, I think I maybe got to engage with this game twice in my entire, like, education.
Yeah. You said it was a Mac game?
Yes.
So next time I see my dad, I'll ask if he knows what it is.
Yeah, he might have, because he was a tech guy, but he like you know, if any
he
of your
was
family
working-
members had
Oh,
connections
no,
to
he was
education,
working, and also like he was working for Apple at the time,
sure.
and we had like so many computer games, especially like typing games and stuff.
The only reason why I think this may not work is because I'm pretty sure that this was part of like the Jostens Learning Lab package, which is like it was only for elementary schools. Like you would not be able to buy it in the store.
Oh. Yeah.
For a little while, my
It's like
white
if it
whale
was an actual thing you could buy, like I would have found it by now, certainly.
Yeah.
It's
Can you
that
not
it's,
just buy Jostens Learning Lab?
not in a way that ascertains that the thing that I'm looking for is in it?
I see.
Because it was like this big suite of like educational like reading things. Like I remember a lot of the other things because I engaged with those much more frequently. Like I remember Tad the cat showed up a lot in these, and there was the math ones had like a plus sign who was a magician,
Cute.
and a minus sign who helped him.
Oh.
Which is funny because I remember there was a book in the library that also had that. It was called Mathemagic or something like that, but it was not related to that game. It was like its own thing. So like convergent evolution into the
Yes.
idea of a plus sign that does
Mathemagic, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
magic.
Mathemagic is just a good. They came up with the name first, and then
Yes. I'm pretty sure Disney also has something called that, and it has like Donald Duck teaching you math principles.
I cannot imagine a worse character to teach me math than Donald fucking Duck.
I actually remember quite liking that cartoon.
Well,
I'll
I'm
try and track
sure,
it down.
but,
I think you
you
might
know.
enjoy it.
I'm sure, but just like divorced from the idea of the funny cartoon, like I think Donald Duck would get really mad at me and try to break a blackboard, like a small slate blackboard over my head. You know?
No, it's actually Donald, like, kind of also learning with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did that a lot with him. Because he's
The thing
an
that I
idiot.
remember from that specific, like I'm very open to revisiting this cartoon, but the thing I remember is him learning how to use the diamonds around the edge of a billiard table to line up your shots and figure out how to actually get your ball into the hole. Because that's what
That's
those little diamonds are
geometry.
for. That's a kind of math.
I suppose so.
It's the only kind of math I'm good at.
I really did enjoy geometry. That was the only math unit I got higher than a C in.
Geometry was fun. I liked geometry and I really liked calculus, but I hated pre-calc.
Pre-calc was I never progressed beyond pre-calc. That shit was ass.
Thing is, pre-calc sucks, but calculus is fun because by the time you get to calculus, you've learned all the hard stuff, and then you're basically just building on that, and you're basically just have a whole bunch of puzzles to solve with numbers, and it was really fun.
I liked
I
reasoning.
avoided taking calculus.
Yeah. I
had
enjoyed
another
reasoning. I took a
class.
reasoning class in college, which I enjoyed.
Ooh, look at you with your college math.
Yeah. I needed it. I needed the credit. And reasoning doesn't actually have anything to do with numbers. It's literally just if-then statements.
Statistics.
Yeah.
Statistics was very fun. Also, I genuinely think that statistics should be a mandatory class because when you learn how statistics actually
Yes.
work, you are less likely to be swayed by bad statistics.
It turns out that humans are just naturally very bad at like probability math and don't understand statistics when they're presented in number form if they don't have a prior education about it. It turns out that our entire evolution, you know, monkeys don't know how to do math, so when we evolved from apes, we were just kind of guessing about whether or not things were good for us. All right, that's about as high as I can get without getting on a step stool, so I'm gonna start
If you
going
go
inside.
to the top and then kind of like
Yeah,
stand
that's
on
what
the
I'm
edge.
thinking.
Also, we can use the ladder, right? Just
Yes,
not
I think
the-
so.
Yeah. Can't use the scaffolding, but you can use
Still
the
gotta
ladder all
clean
you
the
want.
inside. Hello, hello.
Hello, I've
The
left stuff
inside
for
is getting
you.
cleaned.
Thank you.
Yeah, I made sure not to like 100% clean it so that
It's just
It
like
was
a little
like-
bit of dirt on the wall over here.
Little schmutz.
Yeah,
just
I
yeah.
wanted
for
to give you a reason to come up here
Yeah,
and show
that's
everyone
nice,
the beautiful
that's nice.
view. Yeah.
It's, well, it could be beautifuler. I like the motel across the street.
I like that you leave your thing. It's like, well, this is what kind of dirt this is.
Yeah.
I turn that off.
I don't find it helpful, but I do find it interesting.
Yeah.
This angle sucks really bad. I hate this.
Yeah.
I might just skip the ladder. This is terrible.
I might just let Ellie do this.
Maybe.
What am I
Maybe.
missing on this floor?
Maybe. Joe had to go check something and then he died, I think.
Oh no, Joe! Rest in peace.
Came back for a hot second. Wait, no.
Yeah,
didn't.
he
Destruct.
no, he didn't come back. I thought he did, but he didn't. He didn't. Alright, I'm gonna go get a ladder. You are not being OSHA safe on this ledge. Hi, the OP.
Oh,
I'm sorry
hi.
you had to come back to me not being OSHA compliant, but don't worry about it. Definitely 3 points of contact on this ladder.
Yeah.
No problems
And it's
here.
okay. You're spry.
Yeah. Okay, so actually it looks like we cannot put this ladder up on this part of the building at all. So that's
All right.
that.
Well, I will find a way.
There. Yeah. I'm gonna help you on the
wait,
bottom
there's
here.
windows. Oh shit.
There is windows.
Hang on. Got this.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
the
apparently
stairs
this Donald Duck cartoon inspired the writers of Ted Lasso and Futurama. Awesome.
Huh.
Okay.
I never watched Ted Lasso, but I know I
People
had
like
to
it.
I had to blacklist it on Tumblr because people wouldn't fucking shut up about it.
All right. Now
It's
you
not
can
even
go
like I'm
to do
avoiding
the-
spoilers.
You can do the fun stuff, and I will.
If you want to try
labor
doing the
away.
outside, yeah, I'll
Oh,
get to
yeah.
work on the inside.
I am. Something I realized is that when it says talks about the top floor, it kind of seems to be counting all the levels as one.
Okay. Interesting.
It also
Yeah.
does. I'm pretty sure it does that stuff that Europeans do, where the first floor is not the first floor. It's like 0, and then the second floor is the first floor.
All right, see y'all in another 3 months. Yeah, have a good one.
Oh, he's funny.
Ooh, we've got a message from Harper Shaw, who's the fire chief.
No, he's
No,
not.
Harper Shaw's our bestie.
Oh, you're right. I don't know where did that message go?
You can check it in if you hit tab and go into messages. Yeah.
When I'm going to messages, I'm.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
it's not tab because I was hitting tab and nothing was happening.
Narrowly missed out on another RV today. This thing was uglier than a chihuahua chewing a wasp, but it would have been my little wasp chewing choo-choo.
Oh,
Oh, Harper.
he really wants that RV.
Yeah. Maybe he'll get it someday.
Yeah.
He's got recreation he wants to get to.
There is something kind of fun about it because, like, I don't think RV culture really exists in the place that made this game. Like, I don't think people from the UK like buy RVs generally. So, like, when they go on holiday, they have like holiday houses they go to.
Yes.
Well, and it makes sense. Like a smaller. I feel like part of what makes RV culture such a big thing is just the sheer like vastness
Yes.
of the US. That being able to drive with your little home and go on a little driving
home on
adventure.
wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
No,
that
I think Europeans admire that, and especially this game, the way, like, especially in the second one, they branch it out to the entire county, and it's I think they find the vastness of the country and its accordion culture very interesting.
Yeah, as we've seen with the World Cup, when rich Europeans come here, they love it. Like they're like, "Oh my god, this place rules. I'm gonna chug my ranch dressing so that
Don't chug your ranch, please.
like they're all bitching about how the U.S. is terrible, and it's like you come here and all you want is our delicious MSG laden food. Like, you understand why we live the way that we do.
yeah,
We don't
yeah.
have anything else. All we have is the ranch dressing. Let us have this.
I'm in a D&D group, and one of our guys, we're basically doing a series of one-shots, but kind of stringing them together like a campaign. Mm-hmm. And all of us have the same characters for all of them, except for one guy who changes his every single time. He'll find a reason that they die, or for some reason
Yeah,
can't make
right.
it to the next one, right? And his guy in our last one's name was Wanch Quessing.
Oh dear.
But he introduced himself as whoop, 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 Wanch, Quessing.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
I would have killed this character and made him make a new one immediately. Like, I ain't putting up with that.
We knew he was gonna. Yeah, he was actually very good in combat. I think the funniest one was when we had a suicidal paladin. And so he's supposed to be our healer, but he keeps being
He
like,
keeps
no,
being like, what?
forget
it's all
about
pointless.
me.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Oh, and I fell.
That's funny. My brother is playing Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow with his friends, and he's very excited.
Oh. Tell the story about the spicy ice cream.
Okay. Remind me what precipitated the spicy ice cream story tomorrow, so I could provide context for why I'm telling the story now. Because I don't remember.
You know, this is actually good. So at H Mart, they have the popsicles that we discussed earlier. They have ones that are shaped like sharks, which I quite enjoy. They have ones that are shaped like watermelon slices, which I also enjoy. They have those ones that you keep seeing on like TikTok and stuff that are shaped like fruits, and they're like little, you know, they're very charming looking.
Little peach and mango shaped things.
Very recently, they got the ice cream that looks like fried chicken. And I was looking at the box, and on the box of the ice cream that looks like fried chicken, it states very prominently that vanilla is not spicy. And you need to know this before you buy this product. And that is
Yes,
what
and
we
so
got on the topic.
I go, have I ever told you the spicy ice cream story? And DJ goes, no. And so I launch into my story about how my brother, when he turned about 4 years old, then this happens to a lot of children, he started to become a very picky eater. Things that he used to really like, he wouldn't eat anymore. And it was becoming difficult for, you know, my parents to feed him, but it was also becoming difficult because, like, meal times became sort of a trial to get him to eat things that he previously, like, enjoyed, and now all of a sudden wouldn't touch. So, like, I would be forced to sit at the table while he was, you know, like, refusing to eat green beans or whatever the fuck. Like, so it was, like, I, at 9 years old, was also frustrated with him in the same way that my parents were. And so we go out to get ice cream, and we go to Dairy Queen, and he will still eat ice cream, but he will only eat chocolate. So we get him his chocolate ice cream, and he goes, I don't want to eat this. And we're like, oh my god, Ricky, it's ice cream. Like, it's the most delicious food in the world. What is your problem? And he's like, it's yucky. It's spicy. I don't like it. And we're like, what does spicy ice cream even mean? Like, just eat your damn ice cream. Like, we're so fucking fed up with this kid. And he's like, it's spicy. I don't want it. And my dad goes, it's not spicy here. Let me show you. It's delicious. He grabs the cone out of my brother's hand and takes a bite and goes, oh my god, this is awful. Something had gone wrong with their soft serve machine, and it literally was spicy. I was like, well, give it over here. Like, I want to try it now. And so we all took turns eating the spicy ice cream. And, you know, obviously after that, like, he becomes insufferable because you can't tell him nothing. Like, he was right about the spicy ice cream. We still talk about it. We're still like, remember the spicy ice cream? That was weird. I've never encountered anything like that again in my life. It was like the machine oil had gotten into the ice cream or something. It was awful.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't even remotely edible. So the fact that he had eaten as much of it as he had was actually kind of remarkable in and of itself. Because he had taken several bites before he decided he didn't want it anymore.
He had to be very certain
Yes.
that this decision he was making was the correct one.
Oh, sorry. Wait, 1 second. I'm adjusting my glasses because they are pinching my head. Oh, Ellie
Sorry, I
died
fell.
again. Anyway,
Can he
my
eat
brother.
chocolate ice cream now or no?
What's that?
Can he eat chocolate ice cream now?
Oh
or no?
yeah, no. The chocolate ice cream actually did not suffer. Like he I think understood that that was a one-off. But in other cases where he's encountered food that is not optimal, that has been manufactured improperly, he has, decided like, I don't want to eat this. And like, he goes through phases like anybody.
Yeah.
He's a much better eater now.
Spicy ice cream.
Yeah. He was a picky eater for a really long time, and then, like, I think maybe, like, he was, like, 17 or 18, and he started, like, branching out his food choices, and now he eats much better.
That's good.
And, like, when you're an adult, you're allowed to eat basically whatever you want. Like, just take a multivitamin or something. We still have to do that whole fire station.
Okay, this is the hard part.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that.
You say that, you're gonna be stuck on that roof, scrubbing mold out of the concrete.
Well, get in
I'll
here
do the
then.
roof.
I don't think it'll let me. I would help you
No.
if I could.
I don't think it will either.
Would that I fucking could. Miffed that I proposed this game and
You're
was
not even
unable to
playing
play
it. If you want, next time you can join and Ellie can stream or something. I think I'm a very diligent cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay,
Except
this
for when I
is
get
gonna be
distracted
the
in the
hard
middle of
part.
cleaning something and then I walk away and I forget about it. But that only happens once in a while.
Could it go?
The other thing that you could do with like making a video for some of the PowerWash DLC is that like you could make that an ASMR thing where it's just like very quiet, no commentary, like.
I mean, I guess I could.
Not that I'm saying you should, but if you didn't feel like I know you said with the Mafia videos
No
you were
one likes
struggling
listening to DJ and her
No,
accent.
that's not what I meant. I just know that you said you were struggling with like doing the Mafia videos because it's like there's not much to talk about.
It's not that there's not much to talk about. It's just like in the moment you're so focused.
Yeah,
on...
you're focused. I get it.
On this, I do think well, I mean, like the invisible boat. It's a vehicle, so it's fairly quick. So I feel like whatever I have to say about it, it's fine. It'll fill out the space. Certain other maps are very large, so it's like I don't know if I can talk to myself this entire time.
Surely someone will watch it to go to sleep.
I
Okay.
don't know
We're
who's
getting
listening.
there.
To go to
We're
sleep.
getting there.
Definitely not me. I would.
I have a friend who likes to watch our streams, the VODs, because she said that they are cozy and comfy and relaxing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe someone would find them cozy and comfy.
she
enough
go
to
to sleep to them.
No.
I think we get too excited too frequently. Like
She doesn't go to sleep to videos, you know.
yeah. I clearly do, as I was passing out to fucking Barely Sociable on the train today, so. But his voice
It's not very
is so-
sociable,
No.
sleeping on the train.
For 3 minutes and 17 seconds, for 3 hours and 17 minutes, I will not be sociable.
You're gonna try to watch that video to go to sleep, and you're gonna sleep right through it, and then you'll
Yeah, and
have
I'm
to
gonna have to
watch
watch it again. And that video is really tough because there's a lot of characters. It is another story from the Silk Road, which is very interesting, and I do think he does a great job with the material. because there are a lot of moving parts and it is very confusing because that investigation was botched really badly. So he does a pretty good job keeping everything straight and like reminding you who the characters are. But if you fall asleep in the middle, all hope is lost. There's you're gonna have to start over.
Falling asleep in the middle of Mad Men and then wondering who the hell half these people are.
Mad Men is definitely a very sedate show. If I wasn't so enraptured by the writing and the themes and motifs, I would definitely be falling asleep to that
Oh my gosh,
shit.
the writing is so good.
We had such good TV for like 10 years, and
Yeah,
what are we doing now?
we called it peak TV. It was great.
Really what it is that now a lot of it is that we just don't, one, they don't want to pay writers, and two,
Yeah.
they don't have enough time.
No.
There's this thing of like high but less episodes, higher budget, but having like more episodes, lower budget with good writing. Oh, I miss those days.
Yeah, we've been rewatching Game of Thrones, and one thing that I at least appreciate, like, we're getting into the dog shit seasons, but one thing that I at least appreciate about even the bad seasons of Game of Thrones is that you do need to be paying attention to the screen in order to understand what's happening. You can't just, like, zone out, because you will miss stuff. I hate this bullshit with the Netflix shows where they're, like, saying the plot out loud. Because, I actually like to pay attention when I'm watching TV. I don't watch TV to do anything other than watch television unless it's something I've already seen, in which case,
Yeah.
like if I'm putting on an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine just to have some background noise, that's whatever. But like the first time I watched it, I was locked in. If I'm watching something on Netflix,
We were discerning the themes and motifs and shit. Like,
yeah. I can't stand this. Like even before like it came out that there was a Netflix mandate that they had to reiterate the plot over and over and over again, I knew that was what was happening because the shows were just all getting really bad.
Yeah.
I really haven't watched TV since that started. Like, I mean, I guess the only thing like that I've watched since that has all come out is Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesdays,
Wednesday
it's
was
not...
I have a friend who's really into it, but it was only okay. I didn't enjoy it, but not because of the Netflix telling me the plot every 2 minutes problem. I just didn't enjoy it because I think I've realized that like I just don't enjoy stories that take place in a boarding school. I think I'm too old for that now.
All right. I've got
Yeah,
an
no,
idea.
I was just giving it as an
Face
example.
my
I
power
didn't say it
washer
was
up,
like.
and I'm gonna fall off the ledge intentionally, and I can get under. Oh wait, am I floating in the air? Is this gonna work?
Ooh.
Yeah, if you get on like the edge, you can kind of hover a little before you fall off.
Netflix shovelware. Yeah, it is shovelware.
Yes.
Oh, bye, Ellie.
Okay, I almost got it though.
No,
I
a
don't
lot of times-
watch like
if-
new anime. I just like if I want to watch anime, I just put Death Note on again.
Oh no.
Oh, I do have some anime that I want to show you.
I
would
even
love
want to
watch,
rewatch Utena, but the issue with Utena is that like if I do want to watch anime, I typically want to watch the like the Japanese sub rather than the dub, and I do need to be locked in paying attention to that, which means I can't be doing anything else. So, like, I haven't rewatched Neon Genesis Evangelion in, like, 10 years, even though it's one of my formative animes. I wouldn't say it's good, but it is one of my favorites. But I can't stand the dub. I hate Shinji's voice so fucking much. So, I can't rewatch it because I would want to be doing something else. And it's like, no, I'd have to be locked in. And, like, you really don't want to be paying 100% attention to Neon Genesis Evangelion anyway. It's, like, a mentally, like, damaging anime. The ongoing joke is that I make is that 30% on Rotten Tomatoes is too good for my parents. Jeez, what are they watching, Joe? What was the last bad thing they watched? Go ahead and name names. No, you have to be. I think you can only watch Neon Genesis Evangelion when you're 18 years old and you're experiencing like your life as an adult for the first time, and you're like, oh, I'm depressed. Like, I think that's the only time it would resonate with anybody. Because otherwise, like watching it as an adult, I feel it would be frustrating if you that was your first encounter with it, and then watching it too young would be traumatizing.
Not being able to use the ladder on here is brutal.
You can use the ladder, just not the scaffolding.
Ellie, are
No,
you
the
like
ladder-
panting into your
the-
microphone? Who's like making static noises with their mouth?
That's not me.
DJ, are you panting heavily into your microphone?
No?
Okay, it stopped now, so that's good. I was
Maybe
I was
it's
hearing
you.
a lot of like somebody was blowing into their microphone. Yeah, that's it. Exactly like that. Great, thank you.
You're welcome. ASMR.
Yeah, it's something. Okay. They've seen The Gray Man 3 times and still don't remember the plot or that they saw it. Awesome. I think you stepped away, but I did mention I was going to go see Disclosure Day tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to because I heard it was bad. But my dad wants to go see it, and I love my father, so... Ooh, we're getting pretty close. This looks pretty clean. Looking pretty clean. It's just the underside of the roof that's gonna be... Oh, and the back wall. Okay. Hang on.
I'm getting the wall. I'm getting the walls. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry your pretty little head.
Oh, you're
I
too
can
short.
reach this.
You can't
I can reach this. I'm big.
Oh, have you seen Ant-Man? That's my favorite.
All of Star Trek multiple times. I feel like you
Sorry.
enjoyed Star
I
Trek though,
apologize.
so don't act like you didn't like it. I've heard a lot of people say good things about Lower Decks, and I just hate that art style so much. I can't.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I'm so
better
repulsed
knowing
by
that it's
that
not
art
just
style. And like people are like, "Oh, Lower Decks is so good and the writing is crazy." I'm like, "It looks like Big Mouth. How are you watching this?" It looks like ass, bro.
All right.
Let me look at this.
I'm gonna fall, and I'm gonna get it.
It doesn't look like Big Mouth, but the eyes are too big.
It looks like Rick and Morty. It
Except
looks
the white guy. This
bad.
guy has tiny eyes. What the fuck?
I can only see
What is
Voyager
this guy
so many
with the
times,
over?
right?
Why is this guy with the over 9,000 scope thing? Why is his eyes normal size and everybody else got bug eyes?
It's because he gets the scope. Alright, I'm starting on the building proper.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to like repeatedly fall off of this ledge, just like swinging.
Okay, let me know if you get tired. That
Why
sounds
don't
very
you take
taxing.
the ladder and
It won't.
Yeah,
connect.
we can't actually put the ladder against this building at all.
oh.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard. That's
See,
why
that's
it is
funny.
a challenge.
That's the kind of shit this game does that's interesting, you know? They're like, I know what you want to do. I'm not gonna let you.
Go fuck yourself. You'd really like Lower Decks. That's what I've heard. I've heard people tell me that, like, people that I respect in the animation industry have worked on Lower Decks and say it's one of the most rewarding experiences they've had in animation.
wonder.
And I just think it's so fucking ugly. I feel bad. I feel bad that this is the opinion that I hold, but I can't get past it.
I wonder if I stand on this stool.
I just saw the stool that Ellie is pushing around, walking
I was
by
seeing if it
itself
would give me
on
that
the
little.
peripheral vision.
I was seeing if it would give me like that little bit of extra
Maybe,
height
yeah.
that
Yeah.
I need. Oh,
Maybe it's just
Oh.
high enough.
and
Step
jumping?
stool going for a walk, a stroll.
I think that jumping while on the step stool is actually getting me to the height that I need to get this
That's
underside.
amazing. They calculated that. They did that on purpose 100%.
See, this is fun because like when I play this, I endeavor not to use the ladder or the scaffolding if I do not have to. Like I'd rather just be standing on the thing and spraying. So like it's fun watching y'all do that. 'Cause
See,
y'all are
I just
much
had
less
the
resistant to
experience
using
of
the
getting
ladder.
popped up because Ellie had to move the ladder, or had to move the step stool rather. So I was crouched and then I went boop.
Can't
Fluting.
believe this is working.
You think this is working or you don't think this is working?
I can't believe this is working.
Oh, okay, okay. No, they did it
Yeah,
on purpose.
that little hop, I do that all the time. The jumping to get the last thing. Like, yeah. That's my strat.
Here's the other thing.
Well, I
I
mean-
don't think Star Trek is that good to begin with. Like, it's fine. Like, I understand that it is a cultural touchstone and it's wonderful and, you know, it's a landmark TV show. I'm over it. I think we can make better TV. I think we don't need to make any more Star Treks.
I
still
feel
gonna,
about
though.
Star Trek the way
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel about a lot of things that were kind of like pioneers of their genres, where I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that exists because there's a lot of other things that we wouldn't have if that didn't
Yeah,
exist.
yeah,
you know?
absolutely. I respect it. I appreciate the legacy. I think we can be done. I think we don't need it anymore. I'm also just like, I'm on record as not being a big, like, space sci-fi fan. I don't find interstellar adventure particularly captivating. I don't like Doctor Who. I don't like Star Trek. I've never cared for Star Wars. I've only seen 3 of the movies. 4 of the movies. I think I saw the first J.J. Abrams one. It's not for me. I don't enjoy space adventure.
I used to think that I really liked space adventure, and then I realized that what I actually like is sci-fi fantasy. I like magic in
Yeah,
space,
yeah, that's, you know, I don't hate like sci-fi broadly, like, but as soon as you add like spaceships and like hyper faster than light travel, I'm like, oh, okay. As soon as you start calling the currency credits, I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
Oh, I like that they do that in Helldivers, though.
That's fun. Well, Helldivers, like, I think of sci-fi spacefaring video game as probably fine, especially with Helldivers, where it's literally just an extraction shooter. Like, that's fine. There's no story there, you know? Like, you're not playing Helldivers for the narrative.
Why are we defending this shitty little planet covered in fire tornadoes?
I like sci-fi, I just don't... Maybe I don't like spaceships, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that's my problem.
We could still watch Firefly.
Yeah,
and
we
find
can
out
still
if
watch
it's true.
Firefly. It's just, I don't expect me to be like, oh my god, it's so amazing.
Firefly? Okay, the thing about Firefly is that I think it was very much a product of its time. It's one of those that has like a cult fandom, but
Yes.
like watching it back, I was like, brother,
That's,
you know?
that's just Joss Whedon. That's just Joss Whedon's writing.
Yeah.
There's a reason he was kicked out of the industry. He feels a way about women.
No, I was resistant to watching it, and when Simon would watch it on his own time, like I'd be in the dining room doing my thing, and I could hear him watching it in the living room. I used to call it Space Banjos because
Because the intro has
that's what the
banjos
theme
in it.
song sounds like.
Did he enjoy that? Did he find that funny?
He so a thing that he would do often would be annoyed facetiously for comedic effects. So that was his response to Space Banjos. Yeah, Firefly in 2000. It's Houston 3 in 1997 compared to now.
Yeah. No, and Firefly influenced a lot of things, which I actually do enjoy
yeah.
because Firefly was like you said, it had a cult following, and it's like when we were talking about Venture Brothers last week, where it's like it's your favorite showrunner's favorite show.
Yeah. I think also one of the things that Firefly did that then became, it now feels overplayed because of how many other things have done it, but like you had like the Reavers, and it was like this scary like creatures that were out there, right? And then in Serenity you had the big reveal that's like the government actually made them and they were people who had an experiment done on them. That was a bombshell. Like when that
What?
came
The
out, I remember
government
people
did something to
losing
hurt
their
people,
shit
like
over that, and it was like this big reveal of this big scary thing. It's like, oh my gosh, they're actually just people who got screwed over by like this government that we already knew was corrupt. That and like that was a huge revelation. It's so overplayed in sci-fi
Now it's like
oh,
every single sci-fi thing is like the government actually abused
were mutated by
prisoners
the
and
government.
yeah.
but like it was very fresh at the time when it first came out.
You know
It
what?
makes me
I said
think
that
of
I
when I
hated
played-
spaceship bullshit. Venture Brothers has spaceship bullshit, and I really enjoy the episodes where they go into space in that one.
Technically, that's not a spaceship; it's a space station.
Yeah, but I think it's still. I did want to qualify because, like, the thing about Venture Brothers is that it is making fun of all of those stupid shows from the 50s that were pieces of crap where they went into space, which makes it funny.
No, it makes me think of, like, I was playing Outlast, and, you know, Outlast it's a jump scare game. You're running from some scary ass thing. You're in an asylum and whatever. And, you know, it was fine. I don't really like jump scare games, but I was, you know, giving it its due because somebody had given it to me. But there's a point at which you're reading a note, and it's like, Operation Paperclip, and it's like, can't you just fucking, fucking once?
Can
Why
you
do y'all
be
have to
subtle?
rely on that?
Yeah. Video games fucking love Operation Paperclip. Like, oh my god. Because I think that shows up in Bioshock's lore.
I don't think it's in Bioshock's lore. I don't recall.
Isn't
it
What's Her
being in
Ass
Bioshock.
from Operation Paperclip? There's
I don't think
definitely
so.
there's definitely like a Nazi scientist in one of those games, right?
No, she was actually one of the,
That's right. She escaped the Nazis. You're right. I'm getting it mixed up with
she
something
didn't
else.
escape them exactly, it's that she was the Wunderkind.
Yeah.
They were very, interested and intrigued by her. But I don't think that it's not Operation Paperclip because it's not America, exactly.
Yeah. That's true. That's also true. Technically. But, like, video games in general are, like, because the Nazis are an evergreen enemy, and, well, maybe they aren't now, I would argue, but for a very long time, like, if you booted up a shooter in the 2010s, you were fighting Nazis, somehow. Like, the fucking conflict could have taken place in the deep future of, 3026, and you were still fighting Nazis, like...
And then here we are, still fighting Nazis.
Hey! No, there's a reason I think that Nazis kind of got phased out of the shooter lineup. we were fighting a lot. We started fighting a lot of brown people. Like, vaguely brown
Well,
people.
there's like that Ahoy video that talks about that, but there's also, like, it's a thing of, like, because we have used Nazis as our, de facto enemy in so much stuff, it actually diminishes when
Yes,
people are Nazis in
the
real
true
life.
evil that they caused. Yes.
I think that's why people got so mad about Far Cry 5, is because those guys are Nazis, but, like, in a way that is recognizable in today's society. It's like, wait a minute.
Well,
those
they were calling a
compound
spade
guys are
in that
Nazis.
case. They were like, hey, these rural, fuckheads that like start cults out in the middle of nowhere. Those are fascists. That's what those are called. Like,
Yeah.
Curious if I can. Okay. I'm gonna try something. How small of a ledge can I stand on?
Yeah.
yeah, paperclipism have Wunderwaffle, which is video game's dream. Yeah.
I'm just like it's fine in its context. It's just like in Outlast, I was perfectly fine with the situation as is. I didn't need Nazis to explain anything. I was like, it's fine.
I don't need secret
fine.
Nazis. I don't need secret time travel.
Denver
Those
drill.
Denver drill.
I can't help notice that your ad says PowerWash.
Yeah, here we
he's
go.
reading us. You do realize that involves hot water. You should change the wording on your ad to pressure wash, unless you're planning an upgrade soon.
He is reading us for filth, but that's okay
Haha, that's
because
fun.
we are pressure wash.
Anyway, I don't need secret Nazi twist. I don't need secret time travel twist. I'm over both of those things. Let us move on.
Genuinely, it annoys me so much when I'm playing something like Bioshock, for instance. It did not have Operation Paperclip, but it did have this other thing in it that I hate, which is a game is about one thing, and then suddenly we're throwing interdimensional travel, or time travel, or also there's aliens. I just found
Yeah,
out
secret
apparently Game of
aliens
Thrones
is-
has
yeah.
aliens. That's upsetting to me. Like, I don't need aliens. That
Secret
doesn't make
aliens
sense.
is a bad plot.
It's not like aliens. It's not like
They are from space, but that does make them
they're not from
aliens.
space. They're from like a moon that's native. Like they were from like a specifically like one of the moons. It's like one of the moons fell.
See, and that's the other, like, Naruto ended that way as well, which I didn't care for. They were like, oh, actually, there's this lady that
my
lives
gosh.
in the moon, and she is the reason that
was so-
every bad thing that's ever happened in this series happened.
Oh no! When they were like, actually, Earth exists in the Naruto universe.
Yes.
Existed and then got eaten by a god. Like
Hated secret
Portal
moon
2
lady.
Portal 2 might have interdimensional stuff, but that's okay because it's already set your expectation up that crap like that may happen.
Plus,
What I
that
don't
doesn't
like is,
actually
like, the
have
thing,
anything
like-
to do with the point. Like Portal 2, you know that there's interdimensional travel because you use it in your gun. Like that to me, that was always obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if a thing is already like the entire thing is about like that, that's fine because that's you've set me up. But like BioShock is not about that until BioShock Infinite, and not even about that until. I mean, yeah, it's actually in the main game, but like I don't
Falling.
like that it's suddenly like, oh, we're in this entirely different like but kind of parallel scenario to BioShock, which fine. You want to try a new aesthetic, a new world building? That's fine. Fine. Oh, but now we're gonna rip holes in space and go back to Rapture. No, fuck off! No.
It's like
I
if you
hate it.
wanted to make another game in Rapture, fucking set it in Rapture. Like, don't fake me out like that, you know? It's like in Stranger Things when they kept trying to recreate the magic of the Christmas lights on the wall with the letters, and like it was so obvious that they kept trying to do that in every single season. When a video game does that and it's like, oh, we're going back to the first game because of interdimensional travel or time travel or something, I'm like, oh, come on, man. Come up with, get some new material.
It's irritating, like, especially with BioShock. The reason why it's so irritating is that there is nothing in the first two games to indicate that there's any. It's adding it to it after the fact, which
It's putting a hat
kind of
on a
makes
hat.
me. It makes me think of when people did that in my roleplay games, like when you would do your tag and then they would like write something that precedes what you just said. No, you can't do that. That's
Yeah.
against the rules.
Yeah, when you're role-playing and someone's like, actually, before that happened, 20 minutes ago, and you're like, if I had, you know, if you
Like,
wanted to do
motherfucker,
that...
no, I didn't.
If you wanted to do that, you should have fucking wrote your post before mine, like...
Simon used to do that.
No! I hope you told
know.
him not to. 20 minutes
I-
earlier.
I may not have to. I think by the time because like what happened was in that community, he was actually a member of that community first, and then left, and then I joined and took over his role
Ha, that's funny.
because he was the blue spy originally, and then I came in with my blue spy to replace him, which is kind of how the idea of 2-4 works outside of. And then later he came back, but because I was still there with my blue spy, he couldn't resume his role. So we ended up making it was his same character, but he was now a civilian, which is a specific kind of class in TF2. So he was a kind of a bureaucrat, an administrative, not an administrator.
But he was the same character, he had just retired from
It was the
being a
same
spy.
guy, yeah. He'd gotten a promotion, shall we say. And you know, his character and my character would interact, and he would do things like that because like his character is this suave spy essentially, so like he should be able to like not counteract what I do, but like kind of he needs to be able to be slick. And I'm like, it was such a minor thing that it's like I don't want to bring it up, but because like you know whatever it is, it's like. And also, like, because all of this happened very near the end of that community's run, so, like, it wasn't even worth bringing up because we weren't playing with enough regularity for it to be a problem, really. But I did find it annoying.
It's not quite god modding, like, it's not quite breaking the rules, but it is stretching the rules in a way that favors you. It's like, okay, you now have, like, you have knowledge that your character would not have had because you read a post that didn't exist.
Yeah.
And your character took those actions.
And like depending on what it is, it's a thing of like my character may not have reacted that way if you had done that in the way that you say.
Yeah, exactly. If that had actually happened, I might have reacted differently, in which case my post would be different.
Yes.
That's why I actually don't care for like text role playing traditionally. I would much rather like work a scenario out beforehand and then write it down after all of the kinks have been ironed out.
Well, like most people understand that natively. I think it was just the nature of this particular character and
Yeah.
the power and authority he should have in this role. And even I think even before that he probably did that when he was playing before, but that's just because he was playing a spy. I think if he was if he was playing a soldier, he may not do that so much.
You would hope.
I mean,
Like every once in a while, and I had to fight this urge off, I'll be like, oh man, I kind of want to play, like, get back into tabletop gaming, but then I remember all of the annoying things that I hate about, like, actually playing tabletop.
Why would you want to waste time doing
Yeah.
that when you can just write trains with me?
Sometimes I just, sometimes I want to bullshit with people who aren't you. Like, not to, I know. It's basically infidelity, but then I remember that, like, I don't actually like combat, and I don't like improv, and I don't like theater. I don't like doing any of those things, and I'm like, never mind. I kind of just want to hang out with my friends and, like, roll dice, which is different. That's a different experience that I'm describing.
Ray,
Yeah.
you should come up to the roof.
Did you finish?
No. The tower's done. Oh, the tower's done. Yeah. No,
Oh,
but
I should come out to the roof. I see.
Yeah, the roof. And then come stand. where
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
standing.
gonna have to stand here because the perspective is wonky.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at
yeah.
everybody!
Oh,
This is so
cute.
nice.
Yeah.
Tell who everyone is. Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Yay! Lyceum. Friendship.
All right. Yeah.
Boing.
All right. It's all gonna go away now.
Yeah, goodbye.
But yes, the drill tower is done. You can even
Yay.
check in the log.
You can check
I
in the
checked,
wow.
because I was not going to go back to it.
Yes.
I do that with like when there's like an object with a lot of needly bullshit on it, and you're like, all right, I gotta make sure I got everything on this thing before I move on. A lot of those Wallace and Gromit inventions.
Why would you want to waste time on a board game instead of riding trains with me? You got a physical response.
Well,
Joe, like, clutching his heart, like, oh.
I'm just saying, one of these activities is going to be more productive and more interesting.
Joe, just get on the apps and put your interest as trains. Someone will match with you. It won't be hard. There's somebody out there. The apps aren't working. I'm gonna go look confused at the World War II exhibit.
Oh.
Go to visit the U-boat and not look confused enough.
We went to the MSI, and they've got the U-505 submarine, and on the nose of the submarine there is a big hole for storing torpedoes, I think. I actually don't know
think
what it's
that's a
for.
torpedo hole, but it's something.
It's something. There is a hole on the nose of the submarine that you can look directly into because it is perfectly at eye level. And so the first thing we were greeted with is that somebody had thrown a plastic fork into this hole, and it was way too far back for anyone to grab. And we're like looking at it and guffawing and joking and taking pictures, and the security guard walks up and goes, "Y'all talking about the fork?" And we were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "How long has the fork been in there?" And she goes, "I've been working here 2 months, and that fork has been here the whole time." It was great.
We took a picture of it. I'll put it
Yeah,
in
put it in the server.
Put it in
I think
Mr.
that
Conductor
hole
for
is the
you.
anchor's hoss hole.
All
Right. Fascinating.
visit the honey house.
The honey house.
See the hoss hole?
Yes. I hate it. I really hate it. The honey house. Right, you gotta draw him with the fork. Yeah, no, I have to draw him with the fork, and then the time that we went before that, there was an Oreo on the wing of the 727 that someone had tossed.
Yeah, I want a picture of the
Picture of
U-boat
everyone
and the
with their
727 showing each other the Oreo and the fork.
No, okay, you know what I should draw? Have you ever seen somebody claim a life hack and they grab a fork and they eat the Oreo with the fork? Like, they stick it into the cream part? Like, that's what's happening.
That looks like a dirty joke.
Yeah, and?
All right, then.
Are you
never mind.
complaining?
No.
Remember 5-minute crafts, and they'd be like, life hack, and then, you know, they'd show you some bullshit like that, and you'd be like, why did I waste my time with this? Why did I think this was anything?
Man, though, the dating apps really are.
It's awful. Don't go on
it's
the
bad out
apps. I know
there.
I
Yeah.
said that, but I was joking. Please don't.
Yeah.
The apps are so bad.
The
I feel
thing
like
is
I feel
that-
like it's like LinkedIn, where you're like trying to get hired. You're pitching yourself like in a way that
Yeah.
it feels really
And, like,
corporate to me.
I got super lucky, honestly, because I met my partner on a dating app, and he was like the only person that I went on a date with, and now we've been together for like 3 years. But like we just got very lucky with that. Most of my friends who are on dating apps it's
Miserable.
That is not the case.
Every
Yeah.
single friend I have who's on the apps is like, I quit. And then they go back every 3 months because they're lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, man, this sucks. And they quit again.
Yeah.
They gotta go look confused in the World War II
Yeah,
section.
yeah, you gotta go
Yeah.
meet people.
I have a friend who we all kind of collectively in our friend group are periodically, we're just keeping the ear to the ground, you know, if we see a guy, we're like, yeah, he might be a good fit
That's
for
the way,
you.
too, is like, have your friends, you know, hook you up with somebody, like...
It's so frustrating because like she is fully aware that she would make an absolutely amazing lesbian, but she's really given it a good thought, and then
solid,
she's like, wow,
yeah, think about
nope.
it.
She's like, unfortunately, I exclusively like men. And yeah, she's been struggling
Ugh.
with that, just because there's just so many really mid men out there.
It's a very tough situation for everybody. Like, you know, like, I think... Like I said, it's like LinkedIn, you know? And everybody knows how
Yeah.
fucking shitty it is looking for a job. Now imagine you're doing that, but it's your love life, and it's like your potential, like, future
Right.
happiness. Like, that's
Right,
horrible. Same, I'd clean the fuck up if I were gay, says Joe. I've been saying this. People have been saying this.
How do you don't like it if you
How
haven't
do you
tried
know
it?
you don't like it if you've never even tried it?
Oh,
He likes
it's
musical
hard.
theater. He wears Hawaiian shirts. Oh, it's tough, man. It's tough out there.
Yeah. And well, my other friend who's like looking for a relationship, her big thing though is that like she's like very, very, very Christian
Ah,
and wants a guy who's super Christian, but also wants a guy who will like respect her autonomy and career.
yeah.
She's been really struggling with that because and there was
joke.
one guy who she like almost got together with, and then he was like, actually, I think I'm not Christian anymore. And yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. Or there's guys who were like, you know, they're like, actually, no, I'm not okay with your career anymore. Like,
Yeah, they're like, you need to work. You need to stay at home, and
yeah.
With what money?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
This shit.
No, I had another friend of mine who she had like come to terms with being like bisexual, pansexual, somewhere through there, still figuring out labels and stuff, but like she hadn't actually like thought about going on any dates with girls. Mm-hmm. And she kind of
That
had
happens a
been like,
lot.
yeah. And then I was like, just look. Just look. And she was like turning red in the face looking at girls' profiles.
No, I think there's a lot of women who are like they're like I theoretically am bisexual, but they're actually like they don't feel experienced enough to like actually explore that side of themselves. And it yeah, it's daunting, you know, but it's like you might be happier, you know. Just try it. Don't be afraid, just go for it. And like be honest, you know. Just be like this is my first, you know, I just came out of the closet, or I'm just trying to figure myself out, cuz like don't lead anybody on either.
Yeah. But you know, like
Try
everybody.
it, and I think of like the guy from Deep Throat. Just try it.
Just try it. Maybe you'll like it.
Well, then, like everybody was there at some point, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody was at a point where they're like trying to figure out.
You
like,
aren't born like knowing exactly what the hell is going on and what you want in a partner. Like that would be insane.
Yeah. And I think also sometimes there's like in that there's a lot more to put around like obviously yes, be like honest about things, but like you know, you might think that you want to date a tech guy, but then you date a tech guy and you're like, never mind.
Wow,
I don't
no,
want to
I
date a
hated
tech
that.
guy. Yeah. And I think that we should have the same kind of openness to, you know, trying out things with your
don't become
sexual-
gay out of desperation either. Don't do that. That seems like the wrong answer. I don't know. See, I don't know anybody who's ever done that. I do know people who like, you know, tried out being gay and were like, this is not for me, you know, like
Yeah.
which like mad respect, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's like my friend who was just like, I would clean up if I was a lesbian, but genuinely, it's not
for me.
just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
happening.
no, like I am in the fortunate position where I'm not single, so
Yeah.
and thank God for that. And being single's not so bad. Like I say that, but like, you know, I was single for 3 years and I actually rather enjoyed it. And then there was a point at which I was like, I'm done being single. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I loved being single. I mean, I was single for like a very, very long time. And I always was like, okay, I only want to like date somebody if I like being with them at least as much as I like being single.
Alone, yeah.
Yeah. That, you know?
Like there's
like,
I
that's
love
the-
not having obligations. So like when you're dating someone, you always have an obligation, you know, if you're taking it seriously, if you're being a good partner, right? So you do have to like look inside yourself and be like, how much do I like how willing am I to commit myself to this? Because, you know, otherwise you're being sort of a shitty person.
Oh gosh,
There was the only
Leonard
single in this
Miller.
area.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, where did it?
If you were attracted
go?
to men, you wouldn't be gay out of desperation. You would be gay
Yeah.
out of because you like men.
Yeah.
Can you stand
With
on
men,
the
it's
hedge
very
to-
see. Oh, can I stand on the hedge? No.
Well, wait a
There
minute. What about that like
so
little
much moss
short?
up here.
Turn around. Can you stand on that little?
I can, but then I'm really far away. I
If
can
you
get
put
the
your
extender
extension
out,
on,
but
you
then
might
I
be
would
able
have
to-
to take it off. You know what I mean? With men, at least, like gay men, like at least there's like a hookup culture. That like there is kind of a hookup culture for lesbians, but it's very different. Like gay men, very mercenary. I respect the hustle. They're like, you know what? I don't even like you that much, but we're gonna fuck. And it's like, all right, you know what?
Ass photo.
Yeah.
In the lesbian hookup culture it's so much more of like a 50-50 coin toss over whether it's going to be a hookup or a lifelong relationship.
Yeah.
And like yeah.
And maybe that's not what you're looking for. Maybe, you know.
Yeah.
I also have heard that it is very it's competitive in a similar way. Like it's competitive and judgy in a similar way to straight dating anyway. So like I'm not a hookup participant, but this is just what I've heard.
The U-Haul counter.
There is, like, contrary to popular belief, and broadly speaking, lesbians, like, they wait a long time to get into relationships. There is a hookup culture, but it is not as robust as gay male hookup culture, which is why Grindr exists and there is no female equivalent for lesbians.
Yeah.
I think
Well, I think
lesbians just
also-
go on Grindr. Like, that is my understanding.
So there is something you said for like the way that societally it is more culturally acceptable for two women to be very affectionate friends.
Yes, yes.
And so there's a lot more of that gray area between friendship and a dating relationship. And so a lot of like lesbian couples started as friends and then it kind of like drifted into that and went, oh wait, and then it goes really fast after that because there is all of this years of like already building up that
knowing
trust
each other
and
and-
relationship.
yeah. Which can also be a bad thing. Like, it's important to, because like you might like think that you want to be in a relationship with this person and then realize like, oh, we were actually better as friends. Like,
Yeah,
but you've already
yeah.
like merged your bank accounts and you've already signed the lease. And
Yeah.
competitive ranked lesbianism.
Competitive speedrun.
I have heard, and this is just through the grapevine, lesbian hookup culture can be very like I don't want to say racist, but it can be very race segregated in a way that gay male hookup culture is not as well. Like, black lesbian culture is very its own thing, and it the spaces are still shared, you know. So,
Yeah.
and this is just what I have heard. I'm not speaking as an authority here. What I'm trying to say inelegantly is that like there are pros and cons.
Yes.
Dating is a world of contrasts.
I remember seeing a post a while back with a woman saying, like, you think it's, you know, it sounds so much easier just dating another woman until you're in a relationship with someone who knows what an attachment style is.
I've heard that there's a lot of therapy speak, which doesn't necessarily make things easier, like a relationship easier to navigate. I'm sticking to my ships. Yeah, there you go. Fiction triumphs overall.
Yeah.
Loyal to 2D.
No, I think that, like, honestly, I'm a big proponent of just, like, you know, don't feel pressure to be in a relationship.
No.
Don't feel pressure to not be in a relationship. Like, and just, you know, it's important to find a person who you feel like you can be yourself around and that you don't feel like you have to go through some, like, character shifts to be in a relationship with, you know?
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to change yourself as a project to become like desirable to someone else.
Yeah. And if somebody wants you to do that
sucks,
they're not
yeah.
for you. That means they don't actually like you.
Life advice with Low Art Lyceum.
Yeah.
I think we all learned a very important lesson today.
We've done a lot of fucking around tonight, but now it's time to find out. It'd be easier to clean that if you just went on the roof and then...
Yeah, but I'm not on the roof. I'm down here.
If only there was a way to change that circumstance.
There's still stuff I gotta do down here. I'm just getting distracted. Like, I gotta do all this.
Oh. The Fooper Miki?
Miki.
Miki, yeah.
Miki.
Saying, like, changed myself so much with my ex. You know what? Fuck them. They're in the
Yeah.
past.
That's in the past. You gotta think
Just
about the
in the
present.
past. You gotta be thinking about the present.
Yeah. And you got your whole life
I like
to
that
figure
Joe's
yourself
dating
out.
situation is his parents are expecting an heir. Like, he's experiencing, like, feudal problems.
Who will
Yeah,
who
yeah.
will inherit the throne?
Yeah, exactly.
The Joan.
Silly.
That's a woman's name.
No, it's not spelled like Joan. It's spelled Jone. It Jhone.
Fucking inventing names.
Utah shit.
Mormonism. And it all comes back to Mormonism.
It all comes back around.
Speaking of people who want babies.
Yeah, right. See, I think if they've taken on the burden, that frees you from the expectation, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Like, I
not
think if
bad.
your brothers already have kids, like, that should just mean that you don't have to.
Oh, there's not. Okay, wait. Is this a better? Yes. Okay.
Ding.
Love a ding. Yeah, friendship is important. Honestly, focusing on, like, making new friends and, like, keeping up with your friendships is as, like, can be as, you know, intense as having a relationship, because it's like,
Real.
these are people that I care about, that I don't, you know, I want in my life, and then you have to go ahead and make the effort to, like, get together with them and build those, you know, build that relationship. Which, like, sucks, you know? Friendship should be really easy. It's like, oh, if I don't talk with someone for a really long time, they don't consider me a friend anymore. Oops. I let the relationship decay.
There we go. I put Joe on his throne on the wall.
Do I have to come
Oh.
upstairs?
It's not upstairs. I came down for a bigger art space.
Wow. I like that his head is the O. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah. That's I'm Ellie is an artist. An
Yeah.
artist with dirt.
All right, back to cleaning this roof.
My wrist is starting to lock up.
Oh no! Did you do the thing? Have you done the thing where you can move it freely, so it's not like
I should do that, but I don't know if it's gonna, like, actually solve my problem.
I was all like, oh, tag me in, and then I realized you can't do that.
No. I do not possess the power.
oh
We gotta
yeah,
start wrapping up
because-
anyway, because it's getting to be that time.
Yeah, I think we can do this.
I think we can finish this out. I just think we need to lock in.
Yeah,
Too busy yapping.
we
We're
can.
not
we
too
can
busy
yap.
yapping. That's the entire point of being in here.
I still gotta do these fucking walls back here. I was gonna get on the roof and start helping, but I didn't actually finish back here. I'm gonna take this off. Good lord. Alright. Next stream, you guys should rent pressure washers and stream IRL.
Oh my god!
That'd be
I did have a
fun.
thought of it might be fun when I visit Chicago to like get like a miniature train kit or something, and maybe do a little thing
Aw.
of that.
Maybe. I don't. I'm thinking about all the hardware we'd have to set up to make it work, and then we'd have to test it. I don't know if we'd have time, but that would be really cute. I like the idea.
Yeah, I can figure it out.
I think DJ died.
Oh
no,
no!
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just watching you wash.
Oh.
And then, like, thinking about the logistical
Yeah,
problems
the
of
logistical
what
nightmare.
Ellie
of-
just
yeah,
proposed.
yeah. No, I was like, oh fuck, we'd have to get like a real camera.
Like, if we're gonna do all that, why don't you just film while we're going to museums and stuff? Because
That could be fun. We could put
I was
together a
also
little
thinking
like
that might
highlight
be
reel.
a little like a little vlog of my museum and Chicago adventures with
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
You act like
We
I don't
need
have
all our
equipment for
guides.
model trains. No, that's not what we're saying at all. We're just thinking. I was just thinking about the filming logistics. Like the train would be easy to acquire.
Oh, you know I've got film stuff.
That's true.
But are you gonna fly all that shit over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already gonna bring my camera.
Yeah, for sure. I like the idea of a vlog a little bit better. I think that fits in more. Because then
Yeah.
we'd have to like schedule around like having a an afternoon where we're putting a train kit together.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't
Yeah.
come out, then you only have the one take. Whereas if you just do a museum vlog, then like you can edit around any technical difficulties.
Yeah, Ray was like, "What are we gonna do to entertain Ellie while they're here?" And I'm like, "It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be like when I came, and I was exhausted by day 2."
Low vlog Lyceum, that's cute.
Oh.
Can introduce Ellie and everybody else to all our trains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, yeah,
I mean, I
come
was
on up.
already
Whatever.
thinking that something that might be fun to do is also like if we have the time while I'm there, or we could even like schedule this, is to like go to the museum and like interview you guys about your trains.
Oh, that would
for
be
your,
so funny.
like for your train letters. Yeah.
Aw.
And then
That's,
I
see,
could
that's
put
kind
together
of
a little
fun
thing
because
of
like
that.
everyone, maybe it's just me, but you know, I feel like everyone fantasizes about like what if you were being interviewed about your creative process. Like maybe I'm insane.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
So making the dream come true.
Yeah.
Doing a mock interview with yourself is one of my favorite bits, so it's kind of funny that like I haven't thought of that until this moment. Like,
Like everybody does it, but
nobody
not
wants to
everybody
admit
has
to
someone
it's
who's
like when
actually
you
gonna ask you the
it's like when
question.
you're practicing your acceptance speech at the Oscars. Like,
Yeah.
it's cringe, it's embarrassing, but everybody does it.
Yeah. But not everybody has a friend with a camera.
Yeah, with a
you know?
camera. Yeah.
And with a documentary experience.
See, I feel like this is very much an outlet for that sort of thing anyway. Like, if I have thoughts about the creative process, I am free to speak about it on the YouTube channel I have.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Oh,
when we talk
yeah,
about the
the-
creative process of things.
Yeah, I have many thoughts.
My best friend Beth and I, we fantasize about people writing fanfic about our stories that are not published. We'll like be writing something and then be laughing about, oh my gosh, if we ever publish this,
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
gonna
If
think
this
X,
could,
Y, and Z.
the
they're
fan fiction would
definitely
look
gonna
like
be
this, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, they're definitely gonna be shipping these characters. Haha, yeah, but it's not gonna happen. No.
See, we've had that happen. But
Yeah, we've actually
it's
had people
always,
write fan fiction about our stuff.
Yeah.
always the U-boat.
It is always the submarine. And then Joe wrote about like not
Oh,
a
yeah,
fan
yeah, that's
fiction,
true.
but it was a same universe fic, which is I guess a fan fiction in a manner. Can I get this?
That
No.
or like, you're writing something and you're thinking, oh, if this was ever adapted, here's
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
we would
Here's
change,
who-
and
here's who-
how
yeah,
this
who I
shot
would
be
cast,
filmed,
and yeah.
the fan casts. The fan casts which like change every like 5 years because I'm like, oh, that person's too old now.
The fan cast for like, oh, OP just started watching movies this year.
I'm sorry, Joe. I scooped you. I retroacted that thing we were talking about where you posted like actually this happened 20 minutes before your post. That's exactly what I did. For fan fiction.
Yeah.
That was my bad. In fairness, I should have done that from the beginning, but I was just stupid. One thing it did get me to do was put dates on all of my fan fiction because like the actual time period that it's set in is actually very important. So
I think the trouble originally is that when we did write it, we weren't.
I hadn't
And
set a
and-
specific time period in mind for it, but retroactively, like it was like,
Well,
oh,
no,
this
what
year
I'm
would make
saying
the
is
most
that the
sense.
reason why it had to have a retroactive time period for it is because we weren't taking Barbie playtimes as seriously as we ended up
We were
liking.
taking Barbie
So we
playtime
didn't have like a
seriously
time
enough.
frame for other things that happen in Barbie playtime until later, and then we're like, well, this can't happen now.
We'd have to adjust this.
the
and
past.
yeah. But that was okay because it only required very minor editing to bring it in line.
Yeah.
It was the point of that story was to have it be sort of timeless anyway, because it is sort of a timeless romance.
Oh, this roof is a pain. This
Yeah.
and it's really this
And we're
roof is boring.
Once
That's
the
what it
roof
That's
is
why I'm
done, it's
doing
not.
it.
We're not even done. That's the fuck of it.
You got this whole other roof up here to do.
I'm doing the roofs because they're so visually unstimulating.
That's okay. I'm here with you.
Taking
now.
one for the team, taking one for the stream.
I sure
yeah.
am. I hope everyone's enjoying the really fun, varied,
gameplay. Yes.
dynamic gameplay that
Got
Ray
through
is
2
providing
maps
you.
tonight. Well, it's going to be roof time here in a minute, so don't
Wouldn't
get
it be
too
great
excited.
if you went up there and Ellie had already done it and we're just like...
That's that on that.
Look, I was so disciplined not asking you if you were hot in your turtle sweater in the 80-degree weather today, so...
write more so I get more inspiration. Okay, I'm sorry, Joe. You know what? You're right.
He is right.
When you made that crack last night about me like dabbling in writing, I was like, he's making fun of the fact that I haven't written anything in a long time. I was sure of it. But then I was like, I'm going to choose to interpret this in a. I wasn't like being autistic. I was like, I'm just gonna choose to interpret this in the most generous light that I can, because I don't want to. He's right, but I don't want to get offended about it. Joe was like, "Oh, I've heard you dabble in writing," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up." No, I didn't say that, but.
You know, I've been getting the itch to replay We Happy Few. I know it's been, I think, less than a year since
Yeah,
I played
it
it
sure
last,
has.
but
I think in honor of Compulsion dying, we should do a We Happy Few stream.
they're fighting it.
They are fighting it. I don't think they'll win.
They really made the mistake again of building their castle in someone else's kingdom,
Yeah.
because they had the independent thing going on, and then they.
I think
They-
they would
they took-
never have finished it if they hadn't gotten
You're
Gearbox
right.
involved. But
You're right.
and again, it's like we were talking with Furlost about this at the museum, and you know, Double Fine being axed is like I don't know what Double Fine is doing, but I'm not surprised or even really that disappointed that Compulsion was also axed, because
I think the writing was
logical
on,
thing that would happen.
the writing was on the wall, so to speak, you might say.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry to have to be the one to break this to you, Miki. Yeah, Compulsion, they are theoretically being closed. Microsoft is closing a bunch of studios under the Xbox.
Yeah, and that's it. It's not like targeted at Compulsion specifically. They're just one of a few
one of
indie
a handful.
studios that-
Yeah,
indie studios that they took in under their wing and now are closing.
yeah, and they're going to fight it
Oh,
in the courts, so it may not happen.
are
but
they?
I think so. Yeah, because it's like they're It's like, you know, they're trying to use it as a tax write-off, you know? It's the same thing that they're doing with all of these unreleased movies and shit. Where
Yeah.
they're like,
Well,
oh,
and I think
this
what
is going to lose
the-
us money, so before the end of the quarter, we're going to just use it as a tax write-off.
Yeah, and I think what the studios that are being shut down are doing is basically saying, like, okay, you either need to let us stay alive or you need to just give us back our companies. Mm-hmm. You need to let us be our own companies, or, like, we're okay
Yeah.
with splitting off.
DJ tells me Double Fine has a buyout clause, so
That is what I've heard.
I don't think Compulsion was smart enough or had enough leniency to put that into their contract, so...
Double Fine has a lot of goodwill, so they
Yes.
had the capital to be able to do that, whereas Compulsion I think, does
That's
not.
part of the reason that everyone is so shocked is that Double Fine has been around for so long. Like...
Were they around for so long? I feel like they were around and then they went away for a very, very long time, and then they were like
They were
rebooted or
they were in
something.
hiatus. Like I would say that all of these studios that are being shuttered are studios that haven't produced anything worth a damn in a while. But like, there's a reason.
Oh my god.
they're being
Okay,
closed.
so with the Compulsion announcement, right? This is my favorite part of this whole situation is, so I first saw it on the We Happy Few Reddit, and everybody was like, you know, yeah, it's disappointing, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know how it is. You go to the South of Midnight subreddit, they have way more comments on theirs, and I'm sorry, but South of Midnight fans are fucking delusional. Like, they're all like, I have the impression that they think the game was really, really successful, and they don't understand how this could have happened. There was one comment in there that I downvoted because it was so stupid, that was like, oh, well, yeah, after We Happy Few, that makes sense, and it's like, no, sweetie, South of Midnight was not that good.
Well, also, here's the thing, is that South of Midnight was really critically acclaimed with specifically, like, a lot of Canadian awards locally.
Because they were funded locally, like they got grants
'Cause
from
it's
the
CanCon.
government. Yes,
Right, and I think that's the thing, is that they do have actually quite a few awards from things that are specifically Canadian, but they didn't really get as much internationally.
Yeah, because it wasn't very
and
good.
It didn't get the, like, it has very, very loyal fans, but
100%.
that doesn't make it a commercial success. In the same way, We Happy Few. one
Well,
of
that's
the most
the thing,
loyal
though, is like
but
that's what
not
made
a-
it so funny. Is that we Happy Fuse fans are very like self-aware that our game
Yeah.
sucks. Like
Yeah.
the
that's
South
the-
of
I
Midnight
think-
fans do not have this understanding of the flaws of their content. They think everything about it is incredible and impeccable, and there
And
is
perfect
no
and
flaw
flawless.
whatsoever.
And, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like, and there's that thing where it's like there are good things about this game, but it is by no means a flawless game.
No, and if like just being critically acclaimed doesn't also necessarily mean like a lot of the critical acclaim that it got was for its messaging and the visuals and
Oh my God, the
stuff
art
that
is
had actually
amazing.
nothing to do with the actual gameplay, which is what
Right.
reviewer outlets care about.
Well, and also the gameplay is what will actually drive sales, because if people are like,
Yes.
"Wow, this is a beautiful game, but it wasn't that fun to play," the average person isn't going to buy it, and the average person is actually like where the majority of your
Yes.
revenue comes from. Because if people just like the art, they're not going to actually
Yeah,
want to
it's
play
not
the
even
game.
good
They're
enough to
gonna
become
watch
a cult
playthrough.
classic either. Is the other thing. Like if it sucked in a way that We Happy Few sucked, it would probably have a bigger fan base just because like there would be a cult following for it, but in the way that there is for We Happy Few. But they didn't even manage that because the game itself is not particularly like striking, or it doesn't stick with you when you stop playing it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not saying anything we haven't heard already before.
Like We Happy Few, you know, you think about the characters after the fact. You like I mean, I wrote 50 chapters of like various characters who have 3 seconds of screen time. It, you know, that kind of thing. I've not had any thoughts about South of Midnight
Like-
except for when we discuss it in here.
Yes.
Yeah. I do feel like South of Midnight would have really benefited from, like, I think we talked about this way, way, way back, but about, like, a couple, like, easy fixes that would also solve a lot of, like, narrative problems of, like,
Yes.
you're going to tell me
Yes.
that she grew up in this town, but now she doesn't know anything about anyone or anything.
Yes.
Is if it was a thing of, like, she had recently moved back and maybe she was here when she was a little kid and she's actually, like, a city slicker. And she's reconnecting with her heritage by coming back to this place that is, like, where her ancestors were and where her mom is from, and relearning about that. And then
And it would
you could
also
take
explain
that-
her fraught relationship with her mother because you're,
Right,
it's like
right.
maybe this is someone who she doesn't actually know very well. She hasn't met since she was a child. You know, like there a lot of the fixes that we suggested just stem from making that one change where Hazel is an outsider.
So if you do that, and then that also gives you the space to really flesh out the different people in the town. So you would have the mythological stuff and all the folklore things, and then you could also have that tying in with like smaller things happening in the town with the other people there beyond just little cameos, and that would build out a much, much richer world that gives you a lot more to chew on and think about.
Yeah.
And it also would really enhance the intermingling between like the folklore and the real lives of these people and how those things interact.
Yeah, South of Midnight
yeah,
is the game with the shadows, Joe. Like just making that one fix solves so many of the actual problems that I had with like the narrative. I still think that the gameplay suffers a lot, and it should have been better for how much time and effort they put into hiring somebody who knows how to do video game combat. And you know, the puzzles weren't that fun. Like
I would love not to have to pick cotton to unlock my fucking powers.
I think that was bad. At the end of the day, you did make a video game about a black girl picking cotton. Like, not to be a hater, but you did do that. Which is crazy because they did involve, like, a lot of flack that the game got from, like, the anti-woke crowd was that they hired Sweet Baby to be, like, sensitivity consultants for the game. And they still managed to be really kind of offensive.
I'm very curious at what point Sweet Baby was brought in, because
Yes.
the thing is, like, I feel like they were brought in so late in the game that, like, the foundations were just, like, already so insurmountably fucked that, like,
Yes.
what could they do?
We should play South of Midnight. I don't know when.
We
but-
should play South of Midnight, not We Happy
play-
Few.
Yeah.
I'll play South of Midnight.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it again. I really South of Midnight was kind of a struggle to get through. And the first time that I played it, the first playthrough that I ever
made
did,
you sick.
I streamed it for my friends, and I got off the game and I was like, am I coming down with something? I felt ill, like physically ill. And it turns out that it was the motion. I was
camera,
literally
yeah.
motion sick from the camera.
Oh no, Contrast is the game with the shadows.
Yeah.
South of
Contrast
Midnight
is-
we haven't
Oh,
played.
that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Contrast
There
is
are
fun.
shadows in South of Midnight actually as well. They're called paints, but yeah. It's such a shame because they had such a cool visual like style. It was the
Oh
visual
my
style
gosh, it's
cohered incredibly well.
gorgeous.
And I think that the setting was really beautiful. Like I think that the idea behind taking this like almost Alice in Wonderland story and setting it in the Deep South, it was really cool and like
The
something
Windows
that nobody
theory, yeah.
had ever done before.
I'm trying to figure out which window.
Yeah.
You know. There we go.
And
Spotlight.
spotlights, not this one. I think these are the back spotlights here.
Yeah, if y'all want to push Barclay Garden back another
Yeah, we
game,
could
I'll let
do-
y'all.
Yeah, we could just.
I'll let y'all play South of
South of
Midnight.
Midnight will not take very long. It is not a very long game.
Yeah,
No.
I can get stuff set up to play South of Midnight.
That spotlight is clean.
Finally, the game.
The game is here. We were putting it off because we were like, because we started playing it, and then very shortly thereafter started this YouTube channel, and we were like, maybe we should stream it for the YouTube channel, and then it was not very good.
Well, no. What happened was the game was so disappointing compared to We Happy Few that's why we started this channel to play We Happy Few.
Yes.
Because we wanted to talk about how great that game is.
necessarily
Well, and
led to the
also
other.
we were, we play a lot of We Happy Few. We would have these long conversations and talk about wanting to like share those conversations with people.
Bad news. I didn't get an achievement for that. I don't know if you did, Ellie.
I didn't either. Maybe it really was we didn't.
Yeah, we couldn't use the ladders at all. Although I don't know how we would have gotten on the building if that was the case.
You would
I
jump
like
off
that-
of the tower.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's close enough. Maybe. Hang on. Can I try it? Let me try it. Yeah, we had to
I
start
like
with peak.
Oh, I love how we're like both jumping at the end of the
Yeah.
time lapse.
Because we're excited. We're like, it's over. We did all this work for nothing.
Oh, all right. That's
Yeah,
one
I think-
hell of a job. Thank you. Gotta say, there's been a lot of talk in the community about the quality of your work. And from one
No,
person who
fuck.
loves standing
No.
around spraying water at stuff to another, you have our respect.
That's funny.
As well as some of our taxes.
All right, I'm going to try to run off this edge. Hold on. I forgot that I need to hold down shift. It's not a toggle sprint, so. And then I walked backwards off of the ledge. Because I'm a moron. You ever stupid? Happened to me. Okay.
We have 10 minutes on the clock. I think y'all could clean a vehicle.
There is no fucking way you could reach that by jumping off the building. Yeah, we could try. We could clean the sidecar, if you want, Ellie.
Trying to see first. I want to do a quick run around, right? I want to see. I have a
I'm trying to
thought.
figure out how we would get up here.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
Nope. Okay. If I hop on this, and then I
want to look across the street. John's Diner. Welcome. Vacancies. Oh man, I can go really far. Oh, it's James's Diner.
Okay, that's not the way
Is there
up.
another motel down the street? Oh, that's a diner too.
Unless I jump on these, and then
deep
nope.
crossing.
Okay, no, to jump from there. I can't jump on those.
Look at those low poly wheels that look like shit. That's awesome.
Can I get up on this door frame? No.
Could you move the
Yeah,
van
I have
closer to
absolutely
stand on
no
it? No, we can't move
idea.
the van. Okay, so I have a new idea, new plan. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to jump on these bollards. No. Oh, I feel like I almost made it. Hang on. Yes! Okay, so you can jump on the bollards to get on the roof.
Okay.
I guess ladders count as scaffolding. That's
right.
a fucking... Alright, whatever.
That's,
whatever. I ain't even
Whatever.
mad.
It's a fine.
Yeah, it was.
I just don't even care.
Nah. Brutal. I don't know what to say about that.
The motorbike and the sidecar.
Hooray!
From Sue Berry.
I guess we'll have to do it with DJ.
You may have seen the pics of my hubby and I becoming the first sidecar to compete the 24-hour Great Plains Challenge. Everyone thought the tracks were just too bumpy and 24 hours in the seat too restrictive, but it was no problem at all. When I got uncomfortable, I just took my hands off the throttle for a second and gave them a shake. The brutal 5-hour river section sure took it out of the sidecar, though. Can you clean it up? By the way, Bobby wondered if you knew any chiropractors. Hey there, I've got one heck of a filthy sidecar if you can fit us in. I can run it up to you if that helps.
Helipad.
I like to think that
it's
this is a
itty-bitty.
really elderly couple.
Yeah, I think it is. I think, like, canonically, as we start cleaning, you do get the sense that they are older. So, good intuition.
Scrap-a-dap-dap.
DJ's not gonna come back before we finish cleaning this motorcycle.
Thinking about workshopping things, where you're like, wow, this would be so good if it was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
For real.
Oh, hey, DJ.
Hi, DJ. Hi.
I remember there was a channel that I think they ended up getting like a cease and desist from the author of Lore Olympus. They were doing basically a react thing where they would like read through Lore Olympus and workshop it. And they got a cease and desist.
I think that in a situation like that, the thing that just proves is that because Lore Olympus, part of the reason that it was so popular was because the artist was just so prolific, and the reason the artist was so prolific is because they never had a consistent art style and they just drew fucking shapes. But like I think that all that proves is that like maybe you should just write a couple drafts first. Maybe one more round of drafting might solve your writing issues for your stupid webcomic. I like how fast this was in comparison. This is me.
Yeah. Well, and then
Vehicles usually go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Well, and then they were like, okay, fine, we'll just write our own Greek mythology thing. And then they got a cease and desist for that.
Wow.
Also,
I don't think you can do that.
They tried to, and then they were like, you know what, we're just out because they were basically going, you were clearly inspired. We can tell by your previous videos.
Okay, well, I don't think that legally holds.
Inspited, maybe.
Oh, no, it absolutely would not.
Yeah, that doesn't hold legally. You can't consider like previous statements in like I know it's bullshit and everyone, just has to deal with that, but genuinely I don't think you can do that legally.
Yeah.
Especially if you already did a cease and desist for the videos. Like you have to pretend that those don't exist.
Well, and it's that kind of thing where, where I think it was that they just kind of weighed things and went, you know what? This isn't worth the trouble.
Yeah, right. Well, especially with someone who's so litigious.
Is there a gnome in here?
That's a great question.
How litigious are they actually? Because like a DCMA costs nothing.
That's true.
But like
they probably aren't
enforcing
actually
one
litigious. They're just annoying.
Well, I think it was
Yeah, that's what I'm
also-
thinking. Is that
It was
like
also Webtoon because that was like Webtoon's golden child at the time.
Oh, that's fair. If you have a
yeah.
big platform backing you, that's a lot more toilet
Yeah.
tissue.
Oh,
36
I wanted
rolls.
to put the gnome in the little sidecar.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be
Here,
nice. Yeah, you can
here.
sit here. I'll ride side saddle. You drive.
okay.
All right.
All right.
We're ready
Vroom.
to go.
Vroom, vroom.
My band is outside. All right, I'm gonna watch my replay. Do. I made the joke
like
because
y'all
we were
just
at like
scurrying around it.
yeah. I made the joke that DJ wasn't gonna be back in time to watch us finish it, but you did come back at like 89%.
Yeah.
Great job on the sidecar. It's never looked better. Tempted to go out for the Appalachian Way mega run now. It's always been Bobby's dream.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that brings us to 10:56, which I would say is close enough considering we got we were set back a half hour.
Yeah.
So next week, Ellie is not able to join us on Thursday or Friday, so it will be just DJ and I, and we might be doing some PowerWash DLC. We haven't totally decided yet. I think it's up in the air, but settle on probably PowerWash, but it'll just be DJ and I next week Friday, unless DJ has any.
I get to clean finally.
Yeah. Is Friday all right for you, DJ?
I don't know.
I don't know, I might be busy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's all right.
Yeah.
All right, and I felt really good about that stream, despite the fact that I was asleep 45 minutes before it happened. So.
Yeah. That was fun. I wish we'd gotten the achievement, but
Yeah, me too.
but
Oh,
you know
DJ,
what?
you missed it. We had to jump on the bollards. If you jump on the bollards in the parking lot, you can get onto the roof without using the ladder.
Oh.
So we will know that for next time. If you
Science.
want to get the achievement with us later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I think we did good. We cleaned. We cleaned up the
we
skate
cleaned
park,
up
we
we
cleaned
cleaned
up
up
the
the
fire
game,
station.
and we cleaned up the
Yeah.
script for South Midnight. So
Yes, we did.
thank you all
Well,
for
thank
joining
you.
us. And we will see you next week, same time. Not the same time, actually. Half an hour earlier, 7:30 Central.
Normal time.
Yeah, normal time. All right. Have a good night, scholars.